think folks can hear me now. Let me turn down the music a little bit. Hi, everybody. Hello. Whether you're watching live, sitting in the chat, chilling, or just lurking, it's your girl C. I'm having fun, trying to get the day going, at least the best way I can. Best way I can put it. I hope folks are doing well, and happy October. It's Blacktober. It's mutual aid. It's fantasy. It's all things magical that we've got going on. I almost feel like I was about to get into my announcer voice and be like, this is CNN headline news. No, it's not. I don't want to get demonetized. I'm not CNN. I'm not affiliated with them. I'm just kidding. Hi, Kika! Oh my god! Hi there! You see me in my random voices. I hope you're doing well. I'm just getting it started for the day, so I was about to do my announcer voice that I have. I think people have seen on my streams, which I know folks had a blast last night with me actually getting able to play Liza P, where I was screaming a lot. But I have different voices and I start sing-songing when I get a little comfortable, so I think I'm getting my groove. But hi! Janae's here too! Hi! Oh my god! It's so many lovely people! Hello! Kiga, I hope you're doing well today. And Janae, I hope you're doing awesome as well. And you better dab it up in the chat, hey! But hi everybody! Today's a chat and chill, so we'll probably be chatting and chilling for at least an hour, maybe 2 hours, we'll see. And then we'll do a little bit of Sea of Stars, actually. I was debating whether or not I was gonna do Liza P, but I think I'll actually save that for later this week, because it's gonna be a lot of yelling. And I kind of want to read up a little bit of how to, play it. So I'll either play that on Tuesday or later on in the week. I'm figuring out my schedule, which apologies. I did say I would post them sometime last night, this morning, but it's fine. Oh, that's awesome! Kiga, it's really great to hear that you're doing great. I am doing awesome, and thank you, Janae, for the question in terms of how I'm doing. I'm doing good. I feel like I've been having a lot of fun these days in terms of things. And yeah, today, like I said, I'm behind on my to-dos, which is why we'll have our usual sprints and chat and chills and stuff. But I'm doing pretty good. I need to actually go get food eventually, probably during our sprints today. But I did have some juice. Juice going on. And I've already started thinking about Halloween because it's Halloween month. That folks like to enjoy. So I'm trying to figure myself out. So, but yeah, I hope y'all are doing great as well. I could do some life updates. I have, like I said, exams coming up in a few weeks. I'm hoping I'll pass. If not, I can retake it for my health educator exams. Thank you, Janae. Yes, I need to eat food. It's so bad that I'm I know how to, I try to, I'm pretty good about that in terms of snack foods and things, but I'm behind on my exercise as I weightlift at home, in terms of things, as well as just trying to stretch. I think I want to work on that, especially for 2024, but yeah, I gotta be better about adding more protein and stuff into my diet. I do protein shakes so I can build muscle, because again, I weightlift, but yeah. I'm crying, Janae, but hey, you're comfortable, so I'm here for that, obviously. Yeah, I usually do Saturdays are my chill days, and Sundays are usually my rest days where I'm usually in a blanket and probably chilling chilling out. Sometimes not sometimes, y'all, I'm black, so I sleep in a bonnet, but sometimes I'm just chilling out, being myself, vibing the music and stuff. And I was jamming out to Final Fantasy music, things like that. But yeah, in terms of life updates, I have exams coming up. Job stuff's going really well. I'm just trying to figure myself out in terms of I was saying on socials about my science life. I'm really excited and proud of where I'm gonna go, but I think I just need to get out of my own way. I think that's the thing I've been saying a lot on socials, which I'm always open about certain things. I'm a private person, but I'm open to sharing things for experiences. Oh no, hold on, y'all, my headphones are dying again. Not dying, but turned off. Come on, baby, turn back on. There we go. Okay, I was maybe able to hear the music and stuff. Janae! in terms of like Wade's looking at me at the bed. Thank you so much for the well wishes. I'm really hopeful. I mean, the last time I took, it's like I think I've described it. I'm a certified health education specialist, which basically, for those of you who don't know in the States, especially folks who are gonna watch the VOD, but for those who don't know, I'm basically certified in the United States to be able to teach health education. So as somebody who's trained in like education, I've taught preschool as well as I've taught at university. I've taught as terms of like a teaching assistant. I've taught classes, and I'm a health educator. So what that basically means is like I'm really trained to translate the science into information that folks can make digestible and communicate with different audiences. So I'm working on my communication skills and things like that, as well as just trying to figure out what that looks like for me in terms of, you know, really making sure that as a scientist I can translate information for people to understand and digest. It's been challenging, of course, these last 4 years because like I literally graduated from grad school and then COVID. So I've been challenged a lot, but I still really love being able to talk to folks about the way the world functions and really discovering with other colleagues in my field how things work. So I appreciate the well wishes, and yeah, it's a little bit about me. So I took my health educator exam when I graduated, 5-6 years, and now I get to take and qualify for the Master of Health Education exam. Moving on past, because I can move on to project management to get some of those skills and work on the communications. And like I've described a little bit, I do, and I don't mind sharing this because I can share this type of stuff. You know, like I said, I don't speak or represent my job, but I do eventually want to go back to school. I think probably for a PhD. I think I do want to be Dr. C. So we'll see what happens in terms of sorting that out. I'm giving myself some time. It's not gonna happen in years, but I want to be a little something. Kind of got things going on as usual. It's kind of my thing. Appreciate you, Janae, in terms of stuff. I think I'm really nerdy, so that's what I'm studying for. It's like once you take the initial exam when you graduate, which you can take at an undergrad or graduate school, you can take the Master Health Educator exam, which is one you take 5 years later. Because I've been a health educator for about 5 years. So I'm gonna take that, pass it, and then, you know, project management. Do like be scientists. So yeah. But I mean, it goes back to like some of the topics we talk about on stream, as I will again get to updates and things. I love anthropology, sociology, psychology, neuroscience, and biology. Those are my loves, first and foremost. And you kind of see that with the stuff I talk about online and socials, but also I love fashion, makeup, and design. Because I, again, as I've said on the streams during chat and shows, try to incorporate some of that into the way I imagine and reimagine like fashion and makeup and stuff. So you kind of see that a lot with me, with like the right composition and painting and so it's just me being nerdy talking about it. I need to study, but like I'm excited and appreciate you, Janae, in terms of like again the emotes, like the emotes and stuff in the chat. But let me see. One thing is like again, like I said yesterday, I will be participating. I announced it. And I'll do another announcement to you today or probably tomorrow. But I am actually going to be participating in Mutual Aid October with disabled content creators. I'm a mostly able-bodied person, and what I say by mostly is that like people don't, for example, consider the fact that wearing contacts means that you don't have 20/20 vision. But I'm an able-bodied person who teaches streams, which I've mentioned on stream before. They put on a mutual aid event that they wanted to have for October, and I wanted to try to begin kind of making my ways to collaborate with people. I know Janae and Kiga are here saying hi, so I'm talking to you both as well. But for folks who don't know, I'm trying to like be a bit more brave of putting myself out here, even though I'm like a hobbyist and like I'm not maybe following the typical VTuber route. Maybe, I don't know, like I like what I'm doing. I'm excited for it, but I wanted to like do something that I think represents what I'm interested in, which is really giving back and supporting people and communities and helping them make their dreams come true, which is really cliche, but I grew up on Disney and cartoons, so I can't really help that I'm like really full of cliches. So I'll be participating in that. This stream is not, this stream necessarily isn't, but I think I have it scheduled for starting next week. The next chat and chill will be dedicated to mutual aid. I have several mutual aid streams coming up this month. So basically what I'm going to do is that I'll have a command going up and it will drop in the chat throughout my streams but I'm hoping to support raising money for disabled content creators. They will actually be raising about $5,000 to support mutual aid efforts for those a part of the collective, as well as other streamers. Like folks, if you don't follow him, Fairy Bambi is going to be actually doing a subathon, a fundraising mutual aid a marathon all month to support themselves. So I will be spotlighting not only disabled content creators, the collective to support them, but also Fairy Bambi and others who are just doing mutual aid efforts for themselves. None of the efforts are going to support me. I have a full-time job, y'all. So the most thing I tell folks is like collabing with me, gaming with me, chatting with me, talking stuff is the best way to support me. I mean, like I tell people, like I'm only reason why I'm like moving towards monetization on YouTube is because like I just want to use badges, and I probably will do a stream eventually on Twitch. I've been asked numerous times to do Twitch streams, and Twitch hates me, but I watch all my mutuals on there, so I will collab for real. But yeah, I do want to do more mutual aid and like support streams, because if I'm gonna put fun in my hobbies, I'd rather give back, whether it's makeup, fashion, and things. Just like I have a goal where I really just want to collaborate with a brand and they keep all the profits and it goes to like a business or a company or something. Like I just want to manifest that. I really just want to design clothes and do makeup and give all the money back to other people, because I have enjoyed the way that people make art and fashion, and I just want to do something like that and support like people coming, especially like young Black scientists like myself. You know, that type of thing. Okay, good, thank you. You're super sweet. Yeah, I'm really excited. I want to do more stuff like that, as well as I just want to make friends and enjoy this really awesome hobby that I'm like treating, you know, as something I want to build on. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity, and I hope folks will come by and support as well and share what's going on in socials. Again, none of the funding will go towards me, but it will go towards disabled content creators. I just want to, you know, oh, OBS! It went. Okay, I think I came back. Sorry about that, y'all. My internet is always interesting. I gotta be careful when I decide to stream sometimes. But I also can like fix the. I should have fixed my internet for today. My apologies, y'all. I should have done that before we started streaming today. But worst case scenario, I could fix it today. But yes, otherwise, I will be doing that this month. I will be probably featuring Black creators. It's Blacktober, so I don't want to clog the hashtag with Black folks who will be drawing like Black characters in fantasy, but I will be celebrating Black people. It is actually Black History Month in the UK, and so I was thinking of like making one of my oh my gosh, what is it? I was thinking of actually making one of my posts dedicated to Black folks on the internet. Thank you, Kika. Yeah. My internet is hilariously tries me. So I will do my best not to get kicked off. But worst case, I think my bit rate's pretty decent on the weekends. If not, I will probably switch to an Ethernet cord and then just pause and fix it, because I was troubleshooting it when my Liza P stream was having issues this week. So appreciate folks being patient with me. Yes, Kika, internet completely. But yeah, I'll probably do like a month-long like feature with like Black shops and Black streamers. I think I want to do that. I'll probably do something similar for Black History Month coming up in February, but I want to do that, as well as I will be doing photo shoots. I have been really inspired lately to do a lot of like photography again, and makeup and fashion. And reading my Trigon jacket from Supergroup. He's in my VTuber mom was like, "You're gonna wear it, right?" I'm like, Carome, Peach Carome, why? But not in like a bad way, but more like, you know what, you're right. Because I do have an outfit idea in my head, as I mentioned on social streams before in socials, that like I make concept boards on Pinterest and Canva, and then I design, and then when I land on my photo shoot ideas, I have to like set the stage for me to like burst out in terms of my fashion, and then I do it. I feel like it's the same thing when I write for like science and like poetry and stuff. Like my brain just has to make it work that way. So I'm hoping it's gonna be a jam-packed October with studying and things like that, but I hope folks will enjoy it and have fun. But yeah, that's all like the updates I have right now. Again, I have assets and things coming. I'm looking forward to things. And I'm not gonna put Kika or Janae or anybody on the spot, anybody's lurking, but I will be reaching out to you to like figure out collabs more. Y'all, I'm just really shy. Like, I know everybody's super sweet and nice, but I'm really shy. So I'm like that person which I was saying before on my last stream that got cut off. Not the last one, but the one before that. I am super like cautious. So I know people are really open, but I'm not type of friend, like I said, when I was talking about my bestie from high school. She's gonna come on stream sometimes and make fun of me. People need to yank me and be like, see, I want to be your friend. Stop it. And I'm like, I'm not trying to like that. I'm shy being. I don't know. Because so many people have so many cool like friend groups and stuff in the stream world. I think that's awesome. But then I'm like, they have their groups. They don't need me to be here. It sounds so bad. It's not like I'm trying to exclude myself, but I'm just like, everybody has their friend groups and Discords, and I'm just like, I'll be here if you want to collab. Paz, hi! Hello! It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I just finished all my life updates in terms of like Mutual Aid October, Fantasy October, photo shoots, me doing like collab things and just talking about life updates in terms of stuff. But I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. And I just want to say shout out to Paz again. I uploaded a clip that he made on my channel of me yelling in Sea of Stars, which will probably be more like yelling with Sea of Stars again. But I was yelling a lot during Liza P. So I'm sorry now that I be sing-songing during my streams because I don't have a lot of chill sometimes. And I like to have fun, y'all. So, but yes, Paz, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day. As always. But yeah, I was just saying too, like, I'm definitely in my reflective mode. It's October. Thank you, Kika. I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, I think it's because I'm still so new to the scene. And so, like, I have really appreciated you and other folks who've been super welcoming and sweet. I'm just really shy because I just don't want to like be weird and invite myself to spaces if, you know, people just want to hang out with the people that they've been building with for the time that they've been a VTuber or a streamer or whatever they're doing. So I just hope, you know, folks are okay with that in terms of like that. So I really appreciate the words and thank you for the kudos in terms of things. I feel like some folks want to like adopt me. Like people have slid in my DMs to be like, hey, let's be friends, let's talk. But I'm like super freaking like, okay, it's cool. Yeah. And it doesn't change, y'all. Like, I might be in my 30s, but I'm always going to be a bit of a shy, cautious person. It's just how I am. How I am. Yeah, and it's awesome to hear, Paz. I'm glad you're doing well. In terms of things. And I'm glad, like, yeah, I cannot believe it's October. But that's why, like, as you'll see in my chat until streams and stuff, I'll be more reflective. Mainly to like share my thoughts, but also really open in space for conversation. Because I know for me, the last half of the year, I start reflecting on things. That's why I'm talking about like being shy and just being open and transparent about that. Because I don't really have an issue being honest and transparent in this space in terms of like me being who I am as a person. Because like I said too online, people have made me really shy when it comes to my fashion stuff, and I don't know what to do with that. I said on socials today that I have to retire some of my photos because, like, I've gotten better with composition and lighting and things. So now my older photography I can't use anymore. And like I said, we're in the the C Riz arc. So I am never prepared for the compliments people give me. So you'll have to bear with me as I like, you know, just do my thing and like, you know, cheer everybody else on. But like when I get compliments back, I turn into an absolute like asshole. I've gotten better about taking compliments, but I'm really not like super cocky or anything. I'm just like, oh, thank you. It's super sweet. I try. But I'm not trying to be like perfect or like really rude. That's not my style. But anyway, before I keep going, let me put the timer on for today. Since it's officially 2 o'clock. So I will put on a 45-minute timer and then we'll go from here until just give me 1 second. And then I think I'll actually change the song for now. Second. I found some new tracks on YouTube, and I really appreciate them. There's a couple of rock songs because I love rock music. Like I told you, I'm kind of an Afro punk. I mean that. For example, I will shout out Kiga. If you're not following him on socials, you should following them. Like Kiga, for real. Like you should follow Kiga. Let's see. We Kiga was mentioning in terms of like dope things, and it made me think about the fact that like I'm definitely punk because I still, for example, like want to get a motorcycle, and I want to get more like piercings, but I just haven't had a chance to really sit with myself in terms of things. Oh, let me actually start the timer. Oh my god, I lied. Sorry. Okay, timer started. It's 45 minutes now. But yeah, I really have to figure out like fashion things because for folks who don't know, I mean, I think my photos I post online, you don't really see my ears, but I have piercings up and down my ears. And then I do wear nose cups and I do wear like lip cuffs sometimes. So I feel like I switched from like this dainty looking thing to kind of a punk very easily. Which I think is fashionable, I guess, because like I think when people come up with their VTuber designs, they always incorporate some like thing like that. But I am still debating on a motorcycle myself. I'm still debating on getting a piercing. But I'm more of the like subtle. So I usually get like small nose cuffs and ear cuffs for myself, or I usually get like piercings down my ear. And I've had piercings since I was in middle school. And I know like sometimes my teachers are like, "Oh my gosh, like girl, like what are you doing?" I'm like, "But I mean it." Like I spent a decade deciding whether or not I wanted to actually be pierced up. And people didn't believe me because I take a long time to think about things, which is why, like, if I get a tattoo, if I ever decide to get one, it's gonna take me like at least till I'm like 35 if I actually get one because I'm too scared and too indecisive. But I love watercolor tattoos and things like that, and I just think like that look is super dope. But I like to be like subtle and like make it fierce and femme. So it's like a matchup between Meg Thee Stallion and Rihanna, and then like J fashion and street fashion. But yeah, I was in the stream and I was just like, and again, I'm not trying to make like that side of be weird, but I just when Kika was talking about motorcycles, I was like, I need to, as I was thinking about today, I was like, I need to like think about, like that kind of stuff. Cause again, I've been looking at, God, I forgot the bike brand, but there's some brands of motorcycles I was looking at a few years ago, for example, that have motorcycles for women who are short because I'm petite. So I don't want like a big bike, but I like want a oh my gosh, I wish I remembered the brand off the top of my head as I'm like getting my Hobonichi down for the day's to-dos. But like oh hi Janae. Yeah. Nice to see you. Welcome back. But I'm talking about motorcycles and me wanting one. Because y'all are like good influences on me in terms of like trying to be like the baddie that I want to be. Yeah, there's a brand of motorcycle that caters to people with smaller body types, and I'm petite. So if I ever do get a motorcycle, I'd want to get it in this particular brand. I don't think it's a Yamaha because I don't think that's not brand. I think it's another one. Maybe like something XR. I don't even remember. But it's that and like tattoos. If I get a tattoo, it'd probably be something on my back. Janae, you feel me on that one? Yeah, motorcycles are dope. They're dangerous, but like, I don't know, maybe it's because I love Keith from Voltron and characters like that, but I love stuff like that. But I am pierced up and down my ear. I use ear cuffs at the top because I don't have any like loose tissue. And for those of you who don't know, usually people who get pierced usually have like loose tissue and don't have cartilage at the top of their ears. Cartilage is kind of like the same like surface, like the thicker tissue in your nose and like the top of your nose bridge. So I'm screaming, Janae. No, I'm not. I had like a family member who had a motorcycle, but like they got hurt. So I completely understand in terms of like things. Like people like, nah, you don't need that. But nah, I'm grown. I love that. But yeah, I was saying about piercings. I pierced all of the loose tissue I have in my ear. So I have like 4 piercings up and down my ear. Then I have my upper ears with ear cuffs because I can't pierce them. Because when I wanted to get like helix piercings and stuff like that. I was told that, which I appreciated the piercer who said this, that if I pierce the top of my ear, it would like fold off because I don't have enough loose tissue for it to not be dangerous. So I wear ear cuffs to substitute because I don't have the tissue up there that some people do to actually pierce that area of their body. I have small ears, so I'm petite. But yeah, I'm thinking about that and a couple of things. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like in my 30s, I'll probably be somebody who does some wild stuff. But we'll see. I got all my piercings in my 20s, so I haven't gotten a piercing in a couple of years. I thought about getting a belly button piercing too, but I'm not really 100% sure if I want to do that. I do wear like a lot of like crop tops and stuff, but I don't know if I want to do all that. But I don't want any facial piercings either. I think I'm a little too skittish for that. I use more like makeup stamps to give like that Marilyn Monroe like mole effect that I want for some of my makeup looks. I don't think I can get actually like a facial piercing. But anyway, I was just thinking about that because again, like I kind of want to do some stuff like that. I don't know. Like I have this like dainty look. Like I love the cottagecore looks I have, and then I have like this sexy femme fatale thing going on that's like really fitted, like sultry looking like fantasy dresses, and then I have like this like tech wear cyberpunk side of me where it's like crop tops, like MC Hammer pants, like Harlem pants, and like sneaks and kicks, and then I just have my piercings and like a ponytail, and then like my glasses. So I feel like it's really cliche, but I don't know. It's my style. That's my thing. That's why I make a joke, and I've said this on socials, that like all my favorite mentors and people look like punks. Like my mentors, I love one of my mentors. He's tatted up. Like he's completely tatted up. My mentors are tatted up. They've got colorful hair, or they're like pierced to the wazoo. And then people ask like, "Are y'all scientists?" It's like, yeah. Like, just I don't know. It's just a thing. And like I remember, like I'll never forget this one teacher I had in like college when I was taking my psych classes. She was an Asian woman, I think, in terms of pronouns and stuff. But like they had like tattoos down their oh my god, they had tattoos down their like arms. Like it was an arm sleeve tattoo. It was so cool. She had like split dye hair, and then I think on like the side with the color, she had like a tattoo. Her arm was just tatted up down from like her shoulder all the way down to her arm, and it was like to her like wrist. It was super cool. So to me, like I feel like the social scientists were all like, I don't know, we're kind of like artsy. We're like artsy looking, but like we're just asking questions and doing like qualitative and quantitative reviews and things like that behind the scenes. People are like, what do y'all do? I'm like, I do a lot of things. I'm surprised. But I like tattoos and piercings and stuff too. And like some of my colleagues are like in musicians. They're in like rock bands and stuff too. So yeah, you never know. Like I said, life is funny like that. That's why I was talking about this with Paz on the last stream. No, not the last stream, but the one before with Sea of Stars. You never know. You never know like what your life can look like, and how you'll look, and how people will get really confused and tripped up by kind of stuff like that. But you shouldn't, because people look the way they do. I know more of my physician friends and my friends who are nurses and doctors are a bit more like, some of them are a little rebellious, but I feel like the sciencey folks, we're just kind of like, yeah, we're here, we're kicking it, chilling goody in a honey kind of thing. We're all Gucci being weird, but you know, it is a thing. So I will say too, to clarify, as well, because I think when I made my original post, I think I might have like scampered and scared people to a little bit. I consider myself an 18 plus streamer, not because I will necessarily have not safe for work content on my socials and things. I've said this before, but I'm not the type of person to do a lot of like sexual things. That's not my style. But I think when I made my post about what was it? When I made my post about like hanging out with my peers, I only mean so much in the sense of like dating and stuff, because I think when I was talking about it, which you'll get more shenanigans because we are in the C Riz arc, so I should tell you my great stories of my shenanigans and that thing. For as excuse my language, shits and giggles, laughs. I more so meant that in the sense of like, because I'm like in this streamer posture, some people are hobbyists and some people do this for business. I know stuff happens in the streamer space, and I've mentioned this I think before, so apologies if I'm being repetitive. I'm not trying to be. But I'm totally fine with folks kicking it with me who are much younger than me. It's more out of, again, trying to be respectful and keep people safe. I am literally like 30. I don't mind saying that. I say I'm in my 30s, but I am just 30 years old. Oh, sorry. Hold on. My headphones again. I'm trying to turn off. But I am just 30. So what I mean by my peers is that anyone who's like 26, 27 to like 32, 33 are my peers. But I don't think it's an issue to have people in your life who are younger and older. I mean that in the sense of like not trying to be weird or do anything that would put anyone who's much younger than me in a compromising positionality. And I know people in the VTubing space talk about dating and meeting people, but I don't want to be weird, obviously, and I want to protect kids or folks who interact with me who are much younger. So I just want to clarify that to say, like, you know, this is for anybody watching the VOD or live. I am totally cool with being friends if you're an adult. I have friends who are much older than me. Some of my like dearest people in my life are in their 30s and 40s, even much older in their 60s as mentors. But it's in like in a respectful type of way. Yeah, exactly, Pass. Like, I just don't want to be weird with people who are much younger than me when I'm 30 and I've had a bit more life experiences than some people who do interact and follow me. But I have no problem with being friends or just talking about life stuff. I'm probably just going to treat you like a big sister because I just, you know, I have a younger brother myself, and I'll post this on socials as well after today's stream. I have a younger brother, and I have nieces and nephews. So I just really want to be safe with you all because I don't want to be weird. Not to say anybody who is doing 18 plus sexy stuff on the internet is a weird person. I am not the type of person who's like, oh, if you're doing like sex work or things to be mean, that's rude and just disrespectful. And like any streamer who's being responsible will tell you, there are 18 plus streamers and they will tell you if you're a minor, stay out of the space. I will tend to be pretty safe, but because games that I play like Liza P or me like cussing, I would prefer to be 18 plus for safety reasons for myself, for people engaging with me, particularly with like, you know, again, me being safe for work, but also being an adult. But I just want to clarify to say, like, I'm totally cool with having people who are much younger than me interact with me, play games or collab and things. I just mean in terms of dating. I really have only ever been interested in people close to my age. So that's why I said what I said. Because I am not saying that it won't happen, but I have had people slide in my DMs. Sorry, I'm just embarrassed thinking about it. My hands are turning red. I've had people slide in my DMs, and it's not to say that I'm not a free agent, but I mean to say, like, I am mainly platonic because I'm not trying to be weird with anybody on the internet. But one, I'm a streamer. I know people see my face when I model and stuff and might find me attractive. That's cool. I'm flattered. But like, I'm also a streamer, and lines can get blurred sometimes. So I joke around about Riz and stuff, which again, people are totally fine to do that because I know it's like a platonic thing and we're just joking around and having fun, as I've said. But I said that more so for me in the sense of like, I have only really dated people my age. So I've never, now that I think about it, yeah, I've mainly like dated, like I said before, I've mainly dated friends. So that's why for me, it's not to like be weird. It's just to say like that boundary of like, I'm not, you know, fast stuff. It's happened to me on Instagram and other socials. I have been rizzed up by people without, and it's so embarrassing. It has been flattering. Like, I've actually been friends with people who just had to raise me up, but I've politely said no. But I've actually made friends with people who literally, and I could probably go into the story because we're already in the darn like first round. But I've made posts on my socials where I was like, hey, you never know who might be interested with you, so shoot your shot. And I'm still friends with this person. But they literally shot their shot on the post. They were like, hey, see, I want to go out with you. And they hit me in my DMs and I didn't know. And I was really flattered. I turned them down, but like, I told them thank you. I I don't know. Oh, and that's cute, Paz. Yeah. And you know me, I got big sissy advice. So I'm always happy to give people advice in terms of that too. I have no problem, of course. To be transparent, I have not had a lot of dating experience because as I grew up as a black woman, it's always that joke where people are like, boys and books don't mix. So while I did, talk about my ex-boyfriend a long time ago, I don't really date because people don't ask. They think I'm taken and I'm like, no, I'm just chilling, but it's cool. But no, oh, that's so cute. Yeah, Paz, again, you'll find somebody. You're a super sweet guy. So I'm sending all the good vibes. But there's no rush on dating too. But I'm saying it this way because like this person, as I'm telling the story, they literally shot their shot with me. They were like, hey, see, I think you're really attractive and I want to go out with you. And I just saw your post and I just wanted to take a chance. And I thought it was so endearing that I was like, I'm not interested in you, but thank you so much. And, I actually, like I said, my first boyfriend asked me out because he took a chance. He was like, yeah, I have a crush on you. I think you're cute and I want to go out. We took physics classes together. So again, I'm not helping my, like, I did say I was an Afro punk, but I'm not helping my nerd right now. But I'll just say, like, I am not unopposed to dating. I'm at a point in my life where, yeah, exactly, Paz. Like, it was a really genuine, honest reaction. So I was really, because I don't take confessing or liking somebody lightly. I don't take people's affection, platonic, romantic, familial, lightly. So when they hit me up and said that, I just said, thank you so much. I'm not interested, but I really hope you find what you're looking for. And I just thought it was really sweet. Like, I didn't really have to do that. And I didn't want to, like, waste the time to fight. They sent me, like, a paragraph that they had been liking me for a long time. And I didn't realize it. And I just was like, man, this is really cool. And we're still friends. I talk to them. They're super dope. I appreciate seeing them on socials. They're having a blast in life and stuff like that. But it's to say, like, I have only ever really dated people my age. And while I'm in a place in my life where I'm really content with myself, like, I'm not desperate for a relationship. I'm not rushing into one. I'm really just trying to get to know people and have fun. Like I told y'all on my previous streams, I'm the type of person where I'm in my 30s. So I'm thinking about, like, marriage and kids when that opportunity comes. But it's not something that I'm, like, trying to, like, date the next person who says, hi, I'm a slow burn type of woman. So that's why I've told people, like, I've been in relationships with people that, like, well, friends are friends. So platonicness is platonicness. But, like, I have genuinely fallen in love with people who got to know me. And then we kind of, like, were testing the waters. And then we both were kind of like, hey, I think I'm falling in love with you. Can we talk about this? Can we go on some dates and see what happens? And then usually it's like, yeah, let's go out. So, I don't know. I'm pretty old school. I'm not like, I don't know. I'm super old school. I feel like it's an old school thing. And that's not cool. But, I don't know. I'm not trying to be cool. I'm just trying to be me. So, but in terms of, like, why I'm saying that overlay with streaming is that I probably would only be interested in folks who are probably, like, 27, 28 or up in terms of dating. And I'm behind an avatar, so if you hit me up in a DM, even if we're, like, mutuals and stuff, we'd have to talk for a while and see if we vibe. I'd have to see what you look like in person, if that was supposed to be, like, some, like, I'm gonna call it, like, putting it out there for a second. We'd have to talk for a while. I'd have to see what you look like. You'd have to see what I look like. We'd have to do things, talk about stuff, and then maybe. But again, that's not an expectation I have. Like, it's not an expectation that, like, oh, if you're mutual with me or we're similar in age, that something's gonna happen. No, it's just more like, there's always a possibility. Internet's the internet. The world is big. But I just want to clarify that again in terms of, like, folks who are younger and that, my expectation is that if you're not in my age bracket, you're probably dating people in your age bracket. And that's just it. Or maybe you're dating people in your life outside of streaming. Or maybe you just aren't interested. That's cool. I just know for me, like, yeah. Exactly, Paz. I see you with the music drop. Let's go. Let's go. I see you. So you feel me. You feel me though. You hear me too. You feel me and you hear me though. Yeah, like meet me halfway. That's really where I'm at. Like, I'm not trying to speed run into anything weird. But I'm really the type of person where I'm gonna cheer on my friends and people who do have like romantic interests and stuff and do fall in love with people in this space. I'm a lover girl. I love love. I love romance, platonic affections, familial relationships, those types of things. I'm always going to do things like that and be about it to support people because I'm in a really good place in my life where I've got the stability and things I've been looking for. And so I just want to clear it up that, like, again, I will post this on socials. I am a grown single person, and you know, dating's always a thing, but it's not like something people need to be like, oh my god, see, he's trying to date everybody. Like, no, I'm not. I am just trying to have fun and platonically doing things. And again, I'm not worried about being wifed up, as I make a joke about all the time. Whoever my husband is can bring a carrier pigeon, I guess, if he wants to say hi. If he wants to bat off people, but respectfully, like, oh, my headphones. Respectfully, like, I'm not on opposed to dating a fellow streamer or something, but I'm also like I'm not trying to rush or do anything weird, or maybe that won't happen. I don't know. I'm just kind of chilling. But I do know that happens. I do know there's Discord kittens too. I don't know what that is, y'all. I'm too old maybe to know what some of these things are on Discord that sound a particular way. But there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, I hope that makes sense. I hope it does. I hope I'm not being weird. But I just wanted to clarify that a little bit because I don't think I'm good at being succinct on my socials. Because I'm long-winded. But yeah, that's where I'm at. But yes, as Paz was saying, people do riz you up in DMs. Like, I think really, like, there are dating apps, but like, people have made TikTok, Instagram, Twitter dating apps. And I'm not unopposed to that because you never know in life. But you just have to be careful in terms of internet safety because you just never know either. And I'm a COVID cautious woman too. So like meeting a man who wears a mask is like a rarity, I think, sometimes. So if there's men out there, if my husband is wearing a mask, I know he's my husband because like he's gonna be wearing a mask, obviously, 2023. But whatever that person is, I'm kidding. But essentially, like, you know, that's just where I'm at. I don't know. But I know people use VTubing to be weird. And I hate that part of it, unfortunately. People can be very uncomfortable with it. And I'm not trying to do that. Yeah. I'm really, really not trying to do any of that. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe in like 2-3 years time, maybe something will happen. Well, maybe I'll end up like marrying somebody I'm gonna meet you with who's a streamer. I don't know. That can happen. Weird stuff has happened to me all the time. And I really mean what I say when I've been hit up in my DMs and stuff has happened. Like, my last relationship happened because I went to an anime convention and a friend of a friend introduced me to my ex-boyfriend. And it was just one of those things where, like, oh my god. Hold on, let me check on the timer too, by the way, y'all, in terms of, like, things. Me trying to be productive. I need to be productive. One thing that I will say is that, for example, like, and I'll share a story time as I'm, like, doing things. Since we're in the C-Riz arc. And this might give you Riz tips. I'm just saying. If you have romantic interests, I'll help you Riz your partner or whoever you're looking for. You might get like that. You might be looking for what you're looking for. Like I said, I'm single now, but in my last relationship, which was really cute, how it happened in terms of being really cute. With one of my classmates in high school who used to hang out with a lot more. I ended up going to an anime convention because I go to conventions before the pandemic. But what happened was, I think it was at a time where I had come out of some bad friendships. And again, I don't want to say like I'm always going through stuff, but like I've been through a lot of things, which is why I kind of have like a really strong sense of self, as people will see when I'm talking. So I hope you can take what I'm saying as some wisdom or some things of don't do, of course, because I'm not perfect. But at the time, I was, again, beginnings, I think, of where I am right now, of like photography, makeup, and fashion. So I was trying to have fun with my like cosplay and makeup and stuff, and I was just going to this con. And after the convention, my friend was like, "Hey, you want to hang out with some friends and mutuals and stuff? I think you really like one of them, for example." And this is the first before I realized that there were some incompatibilities that I was not necessarily like paying attention to. Now that I'm older, I'm like, "Oh man!" But at the time, what had happened was, I was just like chatting and chilling and just hanging out and doing my thing. When I used to go to cons a little bit more, which I hope to go to in the future when it's a lot safer with COVID. Used to, break dance, have fun, go to cons, buy things, run around, eat food, talk to my friends, stay in hotels with my friends and just have fun. So I used to do a lot more of that stuff. I was not looking at the time. And what happened was that the person I was interested in, I met them because my friend was like, "Hey, you're gonna meet this person." I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever, fine." And I was just, thinking I was gonna go to like a Japanese restaurant. It was like to get ramen. 'Cause there's where I am at. There's lots of like shops, different cultural shops where you can buy different types of food, like Latin, Japanese, Korean, just all types of food of every like group. Hi, Charlene. Oh my goodness, it's lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you on stream. Please tell me how you're doing. But thank you for coming by. I'm doing my story time because we're in the C Riz arc. So I'm talking about like me and my shenanigans in terms of my experiences. So I hope you're doing well. And we're in our first 45-minute sprint with 20 minutes left on the clock. So we'll do probably 2 or 3 45-minute sprints and then we'll do gaming after that for a while. But I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming. I appreciate seeing you as always. I'm talking about like how I got into my last relationship, even though I'm single right now, but I'm talking about like before, because it was really cute how we got together. But what had happened basically was like I was getting ready to go. We were going to a Japanese restaurant to get ramen, and I wasn't expecting anything, of course. I was just like chilling, having fun. And it was like, I think it was gonna be 5 of us. So I went with my friend. He had a friend, and then my friend. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I love it. Remember that. Oh, I love that song. Remember the time we fell in love. Remember the time. Oh, I love that song. Oh my goodness, Faz. I love it. I love you. That's a dope banger of a song. Ah! I love it. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that things are a bit rough, Charlene. But I'm glad you're persevering and, trying to do what you can. So thank you so much for making time. And I'm hoping that, spending time in today's like co-working stream will be helpful for you. And if there's anything I can help, of course, let me know. But of course, too, we don't have to talk about it on stream because I want to be respectful of you as a person. As always, of everybody here on stream. Happy to be here, but I'm really sorry too. I hope things do settle down for real. And you can hear me in story time if that would be helpful because of my shenanigans. Yeah. Again, I really want to soak that in for a second and say like I'm really grateful that you're persevering and trying to do what you got to do. I don't want to gloss over that for real. So thank you for sharing that honestly and transparently. I don't take that lightly because I know folks are going through various things right now. Yeah, life be lifing. So, but you're here. You're among people. So, like I said, I'm hoping I can add some shine to your day, just a little bit if I can. So, but I remember walking into this restaurant and just chilling. I think I sat across from my ex, but I remember looking at them being like, "Oh God." And usually like with me, it's one of those like ding moments where like my brain, like a light bulb goes off, which sounds so corny. No, I'm just reading what you're saying. Okay. No worries. I appreciate that, Charlene. Yeah, Charlene, I think you'll definitely do what you gotta do. Like I said, I appreciate that in terms of like having a plan and being creative and problem solving. That's usually how I try to approach things too. So I resonate with that a lot. So I appreciate again that again you're gonna figure it out and land where you gotta land. It'll always work out the way it needs to. So I got you. I'm sending all the good vibes in terms of that and like resonance and like peace and comfort in terms of things. But Yeah, I remember seeing my ex, and that light bulb thing happens to me where because I this is me being honest, I don't have a lot of dating experience because I think it's a combination of me studying a lot, not paying attention, and people not asking, and then also me like I don't get to relationships lightly. I don't take them lightly. So if I decide to go out with somebody, it's after having a lot of conversations and matching values and stuff. Otherwise, I'm genuinely the type of person where I'm cool just being friends and things like that. Which is why, again, I'm not blowing smoke up my butt. I'm just really dorky, for real. But with him, it was one of those things where I was like, oh my god, I think I like this person. And I love like nerdy people, goofy people, and great gamers. Some nerds. So we have common hobbies. That's a plus one. And you know, I have dated a lot of computer science people. I don't know why that is. You could judge me, but I'm in like the biological sciences, and I end up always like I've only dated like STEM people. It's wild, like artsy STEM people. But yeah, we. I remember meeting them, being like, "Crap, I like them," and then as soon as like as soon as my friend was like, I told them like, dang it, you were right. I think I like them. He was like, yeah, I knew you would. I was like, okay, great. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for this. And what ended up happening is that I was the one who tried to be ambitious and go for the gold in terms of asking them out, which worked out at the time. And the rest is history in terms of like that relationship. Again, we're no longer together, but I just think it's cute that like sometimes in life you just never know what can happen because, like I said, the first one was in school, and then the second one was like an anime convention. And since then, sorry, my headphones keep turning on and on. Probably because I'm not like actively playing like music and things. And my headphones are like, excuse me, ma'am, I need you to like do something with your headphones, so you're not just doing weird things. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, ended up happening that way. So, maybe third time's the charm. But anyway, that's just a little bit of my shenanigans. So, yeah. But my big advice in terms of big CSIS advice is if you like somebody, tell them. If you want to get to know somebody, get to know them. And if it's not a definite yes, it's probably a no. But you won't know unless you ask. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, I'm not saying that you never know what could happen, but I'm going to keep saying it every stream, every time we talk about the C Riz arc. Shoot your shots. Do what you got to do. Fall in love. Don't be afraid to find your partner. And when you find that person you really like, hold on to them. Don't let them go. Don't take people lightly. I think sometimes people think that the grass is always greener, which is horrible, but I've always been the type of person where when I found love or have found love in terms of relationships, I'm always only dedicated to that one person. Which is why I said on previous streams I'm a monogamous person, because when I really like you, I'm really just going to focus on you. You know, we're kind of obvious too, but I will still not, like, of course, forget my hobbies and things, because I don't want to suffocate my partner. I've never been that type of person. I think sometimes I've made mistakes where I've, like, messed up in certain ways, but yeah, I think you should always like remember who you are, but I feel like it's about building with somebody that you really love and care about, and that's why I love seeing people be happy in their relationships. I think that's really cute. I think love is amazing. It changes people's lives and makes things better. But for those of us who are just like chilling and kicking it in terms of things, familial love, friendship love, all those types of things are really amazing, and I think people get healed from having friend groups and relationships and do what they have to do in those types of things. So, yeah. And yeah, definitely agree with Paz in the chat, Charlene. Like, I think Paz definitely, again, has the very much sage advice in terms of shenanigans, of, you know, find the path that brings you peace and happiness, of always. Yeah. But anyway, now that I've opened the door of the C Riz arc, I am totally again open to questions and things, of course. I'm just not liable for me not being a complete dork if you stammer me or fluster me. I want to put that out there. We have 11 minutes left on the clock too. So, I didn't really get much done in this thing, but it's fine. I'm just checking my emails and messages though. At least, so we're getting some stuff done. Oh, what was I looking for? Wrong thing. Oof. Nice, Careless Whisper. That's a banger. I agree. Yeah, Paz, I see your family got dope taste too. I grew up in a family that loves music. So that's another big part of my like ethos. I can't like sing or nothing, but like I can rap. And like again, I love rapping, singing, and just having fun. Not in like the way that I perform and things like that, but I just think it's fun. Just enjoy music. I love that type of thing. Because I bet y'all never guess what one of my favorite songs is. But I'd love to know what folks' favorite songs are actually. Like if you can let me know. I'd love to know what your favorite tracks are. I think I've talked about a little bit in terms of my debut stream about like what music I do enjoy. But there's certain like bangers that I always listen to. So I'll give it like a couple minutes while we like finish this first round. Hey, it's lit though. I love it. Yeah, I can resonate. Same. My family loves music. Like my mom and dad used to like dance when they were younger. They still do wild stuff, but they still dance. That's what I think I got it from. It's from Day Behind. Now my dad like randomly breaks out and dance sometimes, and that's what I do. And then my mom just like puts on music and stuff too. So, um, nah, that's cool. And Charlene, nah, you can always learn how to spit a beat. I think with rap, it's really, and it sounds so cliche, all because I'm black. Not to say anything about that particularly, but rap is, and that's cool. You've had voice lessons, by the way, too, Charlene. I think people can rap and dance. I think it's something where if you really practice, you get really good at it. And I think with freestyle rap, it's something to where like when you find that beat, you just gotta learn how to like think ahead in terms of how your brain can like come up with words and string them along. I don't know. That's probably a really crappy way to say it. But yeah, I think I know. I think you can make it happen. I think you got it in you. It's really just like finding that beat and like hitting it. And obviously, like I have background music, so let me like turn that off for a second and kind of like talk a little bit more in terms of things for a little bit. But yeah, like rap. I think if you can sing, I think you can rap. I think it's just finding like a cadence of rhythm. But I mean, if you want to. But again, I'm not trying to put you on the spot or anything. I'm not trying to tell you how you are. You know yourself, so of course I'm not trying to like ever say anything like that. But I think you could if you tried. And then Paz, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, jazz, R&B, rock, rap is super dope. Yeah. I love it. I love all types of music too. Some of my favorite tracks as we start this conversation is let me check the timer. 6 minutes left on the clock too. Jazz is great. That's awesome. Yeah, jazz music is super dope. Anything about some jazz singers I like. Um, some of my favorite genres, like I talked about on debut, are house music. So I love the song "One More Time" by Daft Punk. I love Daft Punk a lot. The one that's like "One More Time." I love that one. Like that one's like my jam, along with all of the discography of Daft Punk. Particularly that goes with the movie Interstellar 555. That one's super dope. Um, no worries. I appreciate the understanding. I don't want to ever say anything offensive. So you all let me know if I'm ever offensive to you. I just want to be respectful, of course, of what you're saying. And y'all know yourselves the best. I want y'all to trust yourselves in terms of that. But yeah, I don't want to ever say anything that's uncomfortable. But no, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I think with rap, it's more like being loose and comfortable. It's something just practice. Because like some people do rap. So I always remember, for example, this one rap song for folks who've seen the movie. What's that movie called? I'm thinking of it. Malibu's Most Wanted. It's a funny movie. Yeah, no, you're right. Ella Fitzgerald and Billie Holiday are great choices. I need to figure out like a genre of jazz singers. I know some of the older ones, but I don't know some of the newer ones. The newer ones that I've seen. I know like V from BTS like has some recommendations. I checked out some of the tracks that he recommended, so I want to find some like new jazz singers to sing like here. But Ella Fitzgerald and Billie Holiday are great. But yeah, I love house music. I love disco, especially that song that's like I wonder why he's the greatest dancer. Like those types of songs, like there's the ones that you can like start skating to because I love to skate. I love stuff like that too. Um, One More Time is great. Um, oh my goodness, it's Equal by Andrew Beyer. It's another like EDM's artist, but I love songs that have like particularly poignant, very strong lyrics. Because I'm not gonna be able to sing it very well, but I just love like and usually like the songs I like too. By the way, usually have, like the most like kind of sad. Well, not sad, but it's like they're not. I don't know. They're just the way they sound. I feel like they're not like the most happy songs, but I do love a lot of happy songs. I'm not saying I don't like any of those, but I just like music that has really poignant lyrics and then like feels like you're floating. You can tell I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan because of that. Um, really a Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts person. And because like a lot of my favorite songs have that kind of airy vibe to them, or they sound like EDM disco tracks where you can like bust out breakdancing or having a party, or they're like R&B and hip hop where it's like Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, that type of thing too. So yeah, I that's just my thing. But actually made me like go through my playlist real quickly and like actually drop some name tracks that are my favorites. Let me see. Just trying to like pull up some songs that I've been listening to a lot. Um, nice. I think I've heard of Roy. I have not heard of Donner. No, maybe I have heard of Roy and Donald. Both. I haven't heard of Nija, but that's cool. Especially like jazz and R&B. And yeah, Motown. Motown music is probably a big influence on me too. I love that genre in terms of music because again, it's just like Motown, like house disco music is my thing, as well as trance and electronica. Like those are like the genres that I live in. But I do love rock and punk and emo because I love Linkin Park and Yellow Card. So some songs I've been listening to lately, for example, are like what is it? I've been listening to Never Enough by Madarna and Hassan, and then Rivers by LGU, and then Worlds Apart by Zizzabird. Autopilot by AK. I love AK and Sublab. Matt Fax is a big one I listen to a lot, as well as my own. And then I've been listening to like this song Ultraviolet by The Toys. And then yeah, Powdered Blue by KX5, which is like the Daft Dead Mouse. What is it? Dead Mouse and Cascade. I listen to a lot of that too. Oh, we have 1 minute left on the clock, so I'll start a 5 minute timer to get us for our second sprint. Just wait for the timer to go off. Da 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 da. Okay, just waiting for the timer to go off in 30 seconds. I'll put on a 5 minute timer. But no, I agree with you, Charlene. A lot of modern popular music would not be here without Motown, and I think people don't understand that. So I appreciate folks who get that, because I definitely agree. Okay, we have 14 seconds left on the dot, so I'll start a 5 minute timer and do our second sprint, and then I'll change the song to I remembered. I remembered. Um I remembered. Okay. Let me do a 5 minute timer. And then okay. Oh, and then I was gonna do like the Malibu Most Wanted like rap where it's like shrink, shrink, dinky, blankety blank. Want to go to my sink, vomit, clean it up with Comet, Earth is my planet, and then people do stuff like that. You know, that was supposed to be a joke rap on that movie, but then you have like rap songs like "Baby Got Back," as I was like half singing yesterday, and we're on a 5 minute break, folks. So if you want to take a break, go get some water, do something that's totally chill, and come back, it's fine. We'll start our next 45 minute sprint. But like you know, there's also like really well-known popular rap songs that I know, like Meg The Stallion. I also know like a lot of like baby like Sir Mix Lock's Baby Got Back. I know, like I said on stream yesterday, Baby Got Back is my go-to karaoke song. Like I said, I think my favorite line is when your girlfriend's got a what is it? No, wait a minute. Let me start over again. Like the anaconda part, I just know the whole song. I think it's when your girlfriend's got a Honda playing workout takes by Fonda, but Fonda ain't got a motor in the back of her Honda. My anaconda don't want none unless you've got buns, hun. She can do side bits or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt, cause some other brothers want to play that hard boat when they tell you that the butt ain't gold, but they toss it and leave it, and they pull it quick to retrieve it. Like, I like when people like spit like that, and then you have other things like Keanu Reeves by Logic, which I know people clown Logic all the time. So, I'm not going to tell you how to feel about Logic. But I do know a lot of Logic songs. Because he made a song called Keanu Reeves. And I love that song, even though people clown Logic all the time. I still love that song. But anyway, all to say, like, there's different types of rap songs. I like a few songs from Logic. I love a lot of women who rap too, like Meg The Stallion, like I've already said. And Snow the Product and things like that. But, you know, again, you're gonna hear me like randomly rap on streams. So I just playing games because I be tripping. Cause I be having fun. And I don't mind being weirdo and embarrassing because it's not really embarrassing me. People cannot shame me just for having fun. And yes, in the chat, I 100% agree because I love K-pop. But the influences from Black culture are very evident and real, and I need people to understand that. Like the dance styles, singing styles. And actually, I think the originator of like either J-pop or K-pop actually was influenced by Janet Jackson, who I love Janet Jackson. I love me some Janet Jackson. Janet is my girl. I love her. I love her to death. But yeah. I read out some of my songs. Some of my favorite songs and genres are like, again, I love Linkin Park, Janet Jackson, Aaliyah, Mariah Carey. In terms of K-pop, I love BTS. Stray Kids. I listen to like a lot of different genres of music, but like again, like as long as it has a really good beat and dope lyrics and stuff like that, I'm your girl. I'm your girl forever. Oh yeah, for sure. And exactly, some rap music, which is often the case, is sampled from jazz, R&B, rock, even some hip hop music, and that's so true. And I don't mind if like songs give homage to other genres and things, but I want people to know like some of the like underbeats of things, and I don't know if that's the right word, but some of the songs that people love, it's actually because another artist made it and they just kind of transformed it. Even Daft Punk's "One More Time" is actually a sample from an old disco song. So again, just it's dope how people transform music, but being aware of like how that became to be is something I highly recommend. Okay, we have 30 seconds left, so I'm gonna start the second 45-minute timer, and then I'm gonna actually like change the background music too. Um, ooh, nope, wrong menu. Yeah, sorry. And then we'll go from here. I'll play a little bit of a rock song I found. I really like it. So I hope folks will enjoy that. And yeah, I agree with you, Charlene. Like Janet, damn man, Janet Jackson is underappreciated. I love her music though, specifically her older R&B tracks. Um, what's the song? It's like it goes like. I'm trying to. What is that song? I know it because I'd be listening to it all the time. Charlene, you're making me trying to figure out what this Janet Jackson song I'm thinking of. All for You. Oh my goodness. I love that song from Janet Jackson, All for You. The lyrics of like, if you really want it, I'm all for you. Like I love that song. Thank you for mentioning that. She's so underappreciated. And the fact that she's still out here doing dope stuff is super cool. Like that's just lit. Okay, I'm starting another 45-minute timer for those who keep in track. The second start now, and then we'll go from there. Excuse me, Paz. You did not ask me if anybody remembers Rhythm Nation in my chat. Hello? No, I'm just playing. No, of course. Rhythm Nation? Nah. Listen. Of course. Exactly. And Charlene got it too, because Charlene, of course, is cool by default. But yes, Rhythm Nation. Of course. That's a banger forever. Like, Rhythm Nation, if you just want to feel the vibes and just get it, a little hit it, quit it, like, bruh, hit it and never stop quitting it. Rhythm Nation is super great. I love it. I love Rhythm Nation. That one's a good one. There's a lot of discography from Janet Jackson. It's super dope. But Rhythm Nation is a super dope. Oh, she ate that for real. Like some people said, put some respect on her name. Put some respect on her name. Just put some respect on her name. Like you just have to. You can't. So that's what I'm just saying. You just got to. Otherwise, you're gonna hurt my feelings a little bit because Janet Jackson. Like you can't not do that. So. Oh, sorry, I went silent, so I was trying to like as we're doing our second point. No headphones. Stop it. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Headphones keep going in and out. Okay. But I think y'all can get a feel that I'm a dancer. Not like a professional. I'm not gonna claim that. But I've taken some dance classes and I'm more self-taught. But I do want to take dance classes when it's safer. I do see some like virtual dance classes to take. Again, I love dance, so music is a big part of that. So that's why I was saying also on socials like just yesterday. Um, Shout out to the dancers out there, like for real, for real. Y'all ain't got, as I will always say when I sing this song, I ain't got nothing but love for you, baby. If you know how to like dance, not to say you have to dance and like whatever. I have plenty of friends who don't dance, of course, it's fine. But if you dance, like I said, I ain't got nothing but love for you. I ain't got nothing but love for you, baby. Like for real, because that's lit. There's something about the movement arts that are always going to give me so much life, like for real. So. Let me see. Oh, I forgot, y'all. I didn't forget. I do actually have plans to do some stationary books talks this month, probably during the chat and chills. So I will not forget that. It won't be for this week or next, but it'll probably be the following chat and chill after exams are done. Probably talk about some of the books that I've been reading and featuring. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Talk about it today, of course, but just giving folks a heads up in terms of topics. I do love stationery. It's never gonna change. I love books, particularly fiction books. I think that's another thing that I've been really trying to be better about as I've aged is like reading more fiction books. As I have in pockets, but I think when you get caught up, sometimes you just don't have time for those types of things. So I have a lot of hobbies, which, like I always say on stream, it's really fulfilling. Just to have those goals and stuff set too. So now my ink pen. What is happening? Let me see if I can refill this while we're chatting, chilling, and studying. Good lord. The answer is, how many people can think if C will actually not spill ink on herself? $1 million questions. Well, not $1 million, but important questions to ask. But I'm glad I'm making sense so far in terms of my shenanigans. And again, with the VTuber, with the C Riz arc, which will last for a while, I will be mainly talking about my really fun escapades. But they're really not. I mean, I don't want to say they're not interesting. It's just they're funny to me. Not looking back at them. So, and like I said, I don't mind sharing certain things about my life because it's not. I don't feel any shame or anything about my life experiences. I think people try to make it weird, but I'm not. Like I have friends who just. What is the sign? What is it? They're horny on the main. So. For kids, if anybody like for folks who are youngins, shield your ears. I have friends who are very, very, very blunt about things. I'm just more sensual / laid back. I'm not the type of person to, again, like I said on socials, I'm more of a private person. That's not a bad thing either or. I think people just make stuff weird. But I'm also the same way with like hobbies and things too, where it's like it's not that I don't want to share. I just like share what I want and feel comfortable to. But I would never make anybody do something they're uncomfortable with. I just want people to come as themselves and come as who they are. So, but yes, you will hear me in my shenanigans for funsies because I just like making jokes. So. They can be playful jokes, but I'm thinking even I feel like even when I get wifed up, I'm still gonna be a stammering mess or my husband. I already know. That's not gonna change. I used to when I was dating partners in the past. I used to be stammering mess, and I still am. I've got a lot more confidence now, so but I'm just always gonna be me. Same thing with dancing. That's why like I've gotten more confidence in terms of dance and stuff too. To do like bachata and salsa, not in person, but like before the pandemic. So I'm hoping to do more stuff like that in the future. So we shall see. I appreciate that, Charlene. At least you're keeping it real. There's not a more appropriate word, so I'm so sorry it sounds slightly inappropriate. I have... Yeah, that's me. Oh, I felt that in my spirit in terms of why I'm a writer, not a comedian. I get that. I think... And again, I'm not going to blow smoke up my butt. I think I'm attractive because I'm so thoughtful. When I'm not meaning to be sexy, I think I do it by accident. Because I'm confident in who I am. I might not always know what other people are thinking. But at the end of the day, I'm going to find a way to take care of me. I'm very much like a Spitfire in that way. It's kind of obvious I'm an Aries. But I don't know. I think it's that quote that people say where it's like, people needed a hero so they became one. And that's kind of what happened to me. Like I thought I was a princess, but I realized I'm a paladin and more like a matriarch. And I know that sounds like weird, but I don't know. I'm not trying to be saved. I'm just trying to be me. And I think that sometimes men get really intimidated by that because they're just like, holy shit. And I'm like, bruh. I don't know what to tell you, but love me. So. Exactly. And I appreciate that, Charlene. I actually think that's a great quality, to know when someone's having a hard time and to really be able to be there to support people during a hard time. Emotional intelligence is always a beautiful, beautiful trait to have. So I fully agree with you on that one. That's something I really want to practice and work on too, because I don't want to like center me. I'm saying that as if I'm not streaming right now, but I don't want to center me in a situation with someone else. I really just want to try to relate, but also hold space for people to be who they are in their entirety. And that's kind of my entire ethos. I don't know. It's not about me. There's so many amazing people. I am my own best friend, but I want people to know that they can be friends with me and be themselves too. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm only good with being flirty, and this is in romantic encounters. I'm only really good being flirtatious in romantic when I know that it's reciprocated. I don't really do well when it's like in romantic situations of ambiguity. This is why, like I said, I can separate and divorce it in my mind in terms of like platonic jokes and Riz and things. Like we're talking about the Riz arc with me, but I'm not so great at when it's someone who is being sexual or romantic, but they're not being serious. Because then it's like, I don't take that lightly, but you do. So we just not compatible. So I hope that makes sense. But That's why I like try to be clear about that. Even though sometimes people have misinterpreted that being, oh, well, does that mean you do? It's like, no, that means I don't do a lot of things that maybe people would do, which is like sexy times or hookups and things. That's never been my vibe. I'm more of the like, let me get to know you, take you on a date. It's like walk in a park, talk about your life. What are your values type of thing. But I've always been kind of a serious person. So I'm boring. I know how to have fun in other ways, but just not in like, like I can say witty things and like have comebacks, but again, it's because I'm just being myself. But I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, you know, walk into a room, try to like be like, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? Type of thing. I'm probably only gonna do that type of stuff with a partner because I'm just the type of person where I'd walk up to my partner and be like, hey, babe, how's it going? And types of stuff. But yeah, exactly, Charlene. So no, that's not a bad thing at all. That you genuinely want to get to know people first. I'm the same way, and it's 100% okay. And I think that's why I have some really deep relationships with my friends, my family, and previous partners, even though we're not together, because I do genuinely want to get to know people. Not in like a, let's skip the dark stuff, like darkness, dark side, Kingdom Hearts stuff, darkness. Sorry, I always think of that meme from like Kingdom Hearts where it's like darkness, darkness, dark side. But I'm not the type of person to skip out on those things. I'm more of the type of person to like, I want to get to know you as a person. And we can define what that looks like. And in romantic relationships, like I said earlier, if I find you attractive and you find me attractive, and we're talking, and we have common values, then I'd probably be 100% on board to date. And then if you date, you keep dating. And what I mean by dating is like you keep getting to know people, you keep spending time with them. You do that for the rest of your days. But that's platonic or romantic. That's just how my brain works. That's why, again, it's not for me to rush into anything because it takes time to get to know people. People have their lives and their values and things, and if things don't work out, they don't work out. You break up, you go your separate ways. But that's just kind of how it works for me. Because it's not a flimsy like, oh, this person isn't like 6 foot, so I'm never gonna date them, or this person doesn't like anime, so I can't be friends with them type of thing. It's more of a like, if we have common values and I see you're a decent person, I will be around. We can hang out. We can kick it. It's cool. And it doesn't have to be weird. It doesn't have to be something that's odd. If it does get odd, or if I do something that you don't like, then cool. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to do anything. But I'm not going to hate somebody. Unless it gets to a point where it's like, this person's a bad person or is trying to do things that I don't agree with, so I'm not going to hang out with them, of course. But again, I have a very I'm very principled in that way. And I've been hurt because some people are more like, they don't check off every single check mark, so I'm throwing them away type of thing. When the reality is like, I believe that everybody can find people and find the people they can get to know and find the folks that can be friends with. But that takes time, and romantic relationships take time. And that's okay. That means that it's worth it if you build something together that's super beautiful. And that's what I'm a fan of first and foremost. I know people can make it weird, but I don't think it's weird. I just think it's a different strokes for different folks, as they say. So. But I promise y'all, I will not just talk about love and romance. I will talk about like stuff, but I was just thinking about it in the sense of like some of the conversations and things I've talked about on socials and things. I again don't want to make anybody uncomfortable because, like I said, I'm a young person. Even though people think that on Twitter, being in your 30s means you're ancient, but it's not. I'm just like I feel like the best way to describe being in your 30s is like, you know, you're young and things feel fresh because you're not in your 20s, but you're not like fresh faced in a way that's like you're in college or in high school. But I feel like you are like an adult trying to hang out with the older adults in their 40s and 50s, and you're like, I am definitely a baby. I'm definitely not as old as I think I am. I've not been around the block as I think I have been. So, yeah. Doing my to-dos in my Hobonichi before I switch to like studying, and like I'm trying to figure out. I cannot believe it's October. Even though like I keep saying that as if I haven't planned things. It's just wild. Um oh yeah, I have to send that email today. Um okay, I think that's all I can do for this time. I need to decorate my Hobonichi for the rest of the year. I got the calendar skeleton. Basically means like y'all, I have the dates and things for what I'm trying to do, but actually decorate the pages. Oh my goodness. Here, I gotta update my calendar. I'll do that later. Okay. I think that's done with that. I think I'll do more Hobonichi planning once I get through study for this next 2 weeks. And we have 23 minutes left on the clock, folks. So. Oh, and as a slight preview, because I love dropping spoilers randomly during my streams. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. Aw. Thanks for sharing that, Faz, and no worries. Welcome back. Welcome back. I bet it was a good time. I love it. No worries. I just finished through my Hobonichi, and now I'm just kind of like, I was about to do a spoiler for coming things next year. So once again, for folks who are very aware that I say it all the time. Oh, Charlene, I see you. Okay, I see you. Yes, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Yes, I love it. And Hey Ya by Outkast is dope. But yes, Charlene, that's a dope track. Smooth Criminal is amazing. I'm gonna be bumping that, I know, for Halloween. I'm gonna be bumping Smooth Criminal, all the Michael Jackson tracks, all this month. It's gonna be lit. I'm excited. Like, Halloween's a good time to just play all those like types of bangers, along with like Mr. Skull's Ghost. I love that song. So, good choices. And like I said, welcome back, Baz. I was just talking about slight spoiler. First of all, I love my VTuber mama, Peach Groom. So I will talk about her a lot on streams because she is the person who brought me to life, my 2D self. But I'm actually looking to commission her to get another version of me in 2D. So I will not spoil exactly what that'll be, but you should know there will be another version of me in 2D. So I'm really excited. It's gonna be a little whiles off, so share y'all when there's more updates to share. But I have it in the works for next year, maybe the following year, to have more me in 2D. So I wanted to share that because I'm excited in terms of some of the planning I have to do sometime later this month as I get ready for 2024 of some of the goals I want to achieve. And one of them is that. So I may drop some hints of what it'll be like, but just know my mama is doing her thing and moving really dope too. Excuse me. I feel like I should do like a re-debut, but I feel like because I'm not trying to be like an idol, but I don't know. I'm more like a hobbyist, like a YouTuber, a VTuber, a virtual YouTuber. So I'm just doing it this way because it works, but yeah, I'm excited. I think y'all will like what I've got going on. So. Yeah, I'm just taking a little break for a second to look at some of what's going on. Which, by the way, another plug too. If you don't already follow her, Dreaming Anya's who designed my outfit, and she usually has like auction sales for different costumes and stuff, as well as you can also get a custom outfit from her too. She's having some really dope traction with some of her like amazing fairy tale fits. So I'm just checking in to see like the auction in terms of things, but they're just so beautiful. And I'm really excited in terms of like, who's a part of the sales and things. I do have dreams. I do have another outfit from her that I don't think you all have seen. So, like I said, there will be shenanigans coming very soon, but I'm excited. YouTubing is kind of giving me another route to do my makeup and fashion in a way that makes me happy. So I'm happy and excited to share that with you all as I keep streaming and things and moving forward. So, but yeah, I hope you enjoy that slight preview. For anybody who's watching the VOD, you got spoiled too. But for those who aren't watching the VOD, you'll just have to see it, I guess, on socials when I drop it finally. I see there's like apparently in the chat, there's folks like, you know, basically trying to like people are just like duking it out for her dresses. I love it though. She deserves it. Her stuff is so good. Okay, let me stop. I gotta actually like get in these books now. Now that I think about it, if I ever actually like, if I ever reached the subscribers, I'm trying to remember if I posted on socials if I said if I got a certain subscriber count. Ah, I think I did. I think I did say that if I got a certain subscriber count, I would probably do an IRL stream. Oh gosh. I don't know if people would want to deal with me on that one though. But we'll see. Even if it doesn't happen, it's totally fine. I'm not gonna be mad. But I think the thing I'd want to do is like basically just be able to support folks in their streamer journey. But that's really what it is first and foremost. And like I said on socials, I don't do clicks either. I'm just trying to be an adult in the best way that I can adult. So yeah. I think I framed it as like I do a Q&A with my face. But I didn't really plan on doing like too many IRL like things streaming. I think, well, I could explain this too. So when I originally came up with my conceptualization for my VTubing journey, I have like, I consider it like my Lizzie McGuire moment, which for those of you who don't know what Lizzie McGuire is, it's a show where like the main character, Lizzie, always had moments where she would imagine herself as a cartoon character, kind of figuring out and discussing what's going on in the situation. So I always kind of depicted myself in that way where like my YouTube would be split with mainly my streaming and things and VTubing, but also like, again, I like fashion and makeup. So the photography and the arts and things, stuff that I like, kind of like what I do on socials right now anyway. So I think what I had thought was, I wanted to at one point do a Q&A depending on how big things got or how things went with no expectations, of course. But yeah, I agree that in IRL streams can be really intimidating. I think women on the internet, unfortunately, go through a lot of vitriol and hatred for like just not being perfect on the internet. And I do want to be mindful of that as well. It's like I said with my model, I really was intentional about not having a model that was very sexual, because as a Black woman, I get sexualized a lot unintentionally. Like outside of the like cute, wholesome, like Riz and people like asking me in terms of the dating stuff I said earlier, people can be really disrespectful to people on the internet. And I mean, like I said, I had a TikTok video that went viral that I ended up deleting because people were being so disrespectful to me and my appearance on the internet. So and like people say, like people just say stuff sometimes that's just so out of pocket, and I'm glad I have the strength of will and the love for myself that I do. Because if I was like younger or maybe like not as was much more impressionable, I probably, oh my goodness, some of those comments were awful. But yeah, I think that's why like I never really envisioned myself, which is no disrespect for anybody here, to be an IRL streamer. It was more like I wanted to do like vlog style or to do a Q&A of describing some of my process and thinking at one point, but that would probably be the extent of it. Maybe if I ever like, and this is like a big pie in the sky dream, but if I ever did like a big collab with like a J fashion brand, like I'd love to do like a day in the life vlog or something with that. Because again, this is for hobby and for fun. So I'm not trying to like do something that would put me in a position that makes me uncomfortable. And appreciate it, Charlene. Yeah, I'm glad, I'm making sense. Yeah, and people really do get weird about people who are streamers or who are showing themselves on the internet. And it sucks, genuinely speaking. And that's why I said what I said earlier about dating and friendships and stuff, because as much as I want to be a kind person, I try to be as authentic as possible. I do understand that people can make things very weird and very uncomfortable for people, and I don't want to be that person. I don't want to add to the vitriol that happens on the internet. So I am still a very private person. So obviously, my friends and loved ones will get the most crucial details about certain things. But like at the end of the day, like I also don't want to just be an a-hole to complete strangers on the internet. So it's crappy, but people are very cruel. And I've had some very nasty comments to me as a person on the internet. And they've been very painful and hurtful. So I get it. And I think that's why I say like people who stream for their job or people who are creative, just like anybody else, who are on the internet having to deal with this, gold trophies, like deserve all the kudos and awards, because that is rough. It's rough. Because as a scientist, like, I appreciate that, like, I can go do my thing behind in the corner. Maybe a little bit too with my art stuff too. Well, not basically, like, I have the privilege where like I can kind of do things off screen and go take care of business and come back to this space and be feeling good and feeling great. But a lot of people can't do that. Like their job is the internet. So is on the internet, and it's rough. So I don't want to be dismissive of that, and I don't want to act like I know how it feels because I'm not a full-time creative like that. And like I said, I don't call myself a content creator. I just call myself an artsy scientist because I consider myself to be an artsy person, artistic and an artist and a scientist. I don't want to call myself a content creator. But I understand like that people do call themselves that because they do make content. Like they do make art in various forms, whether that's like video content, video art, videos, that type of thing. If that makes sense. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there is going to become a time where people who are saying really awful things on the internet are probably going to get in trouble legally, because I just think that's coming. Because I think privacy and safety and surveillance is becoming a huge issue, as I've talked about. I talked about this in my No State Road streams, but I think that's an issue that I think people need to be mindful of, that you just can't go around saying anything you want on the internet without there being consequences. But I'm also the kind of person who believes in freedom of speech, of like, you can say what you want, but that doesn't mean you won't be absolved. It doesn't mean that you won't deal with the consequences of you being a bigot on the internet or different platforms. Like, I'm not here for none of that myself in terms of as a person, but I do think there's going to come a time more and more where you just cannot be saying certain things without there being consequences. So, but I'm not a fan of hatred. I'm not a fan of oppression. I'm not a fan for people being just really, really cruel for no reason, particularly towards groups or communities that are not bothering anybody. But unfortunately, those are usually the same groups that, like, the same people who will target these same groups. And it's just like, oh man. Exactly, Charlene, exactly. Like, I appreciate y'all when y'all are honest and transparent and whatever you want to share with me in terms of space. Same thing with you all too, is why I'm being honest and authentic. But I also recognize that, like, it is none of my business to know every single detail or every single nuance of who you are as a person. And I just genuinely try to respect people with that, because I completely get that sometimes, like, folks make stuff really, really weird. And they do. And I think people have the right to privacy. And I don't want to be that person who's like, oh, I need to know every single thing about your life. So, like, no. Like I said, I talk about my bestie a lot too, but, like, I tell her all the time, like we talk about, like, she didn't have to tell me anything that she doesn't want to tell me. Like, I want to know because I care, but, like, I'm not going to make it weird for people to be like, hey, see, this is some information I just don't want to tell you. It's none of your business. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I care about you, but if you need me for anything, let me know. But it's not my business. None of my business, not my business. And exactly, Charlene, like, people should be able to be open safely, but it sucks. It just does. But you just have to be careful, because, I mean, I know I grew up in a time of, like, internet safety. Like, millennials, we grew up with, like, internet safety drilled in our minds. But that's why I think, again, like, people will take information and will do bad things with it. And that's really garbage, but it's just true. So I'm just not going to perpetuate that. But that's why I tell people, like, be careful. Be careful when you're doing stuff in the world. Like, don't live your life. I'm hoping folks will be protected and do things. But do not set yourself up and put yourself in compromising positions, because you just never know. You just never know. That's why, again, like I said, with dating, like, if that happens, like, fine. But at the same time, like, there's so many things that can go wrong with that too. Like, people catfish or just do weird things for no reason at that. So yeah, that's why my brain's just like, it's not that serious, but also could be really, really wild. But again, it depends. And you can meet really dope people in person too as friends on the internet, but you just have to be careful. Because I know, for example, I've met somebody on the internet too. So, and we're like, I know them, they're super dope of a person. I met them in person, but again, like, you just got to be careful. People are like, oh, you're being too paranoid. I'm like, it's not about paranoia. It's just we're about respecting bodily autonomy. Like, I'm not really about that. Oh, let me, crap, my phone's about to die. Oof! Jeez. I know it's like sour, but yeah, exactly. Like, again, that's my choice in terms of some of my boundaries and things, because that's just how I am. And I've always been like that, but it's not different in the sense of like, I can only speak for myself. I'm not lying about what I'm saying, but I know that sometimes some people will lie about what they're comfortable with, or maybe they just are not aware, they're not comfortable with something. Like, for example, in the VTubing scene, this conversation comes up all the time, but people talk about like how you have to be sexual. And I'm like, that's not actually true. If you don't want to be a sexual person on your platform, you don't have to. But you don't have to coerce yourself into doing things that make you uncomfortable. And if anybody does that, then they might not be a good person to be around. Because like I said, I'm not shaming anybody who does sex work or anything like that. Because again, I have some friends and loved ones who have done sex work. They've done stuff like that. But again, it's not my business if I choose not to. If they choose to indulge, it is what it is. But people need to know their boundaries and limits. But I think that takes time, and sometimes like things change. Sometimes your boundaries can change. Sometimes you're like, hey, I don't want to do this one day, and then the other day you're completely cool. But again, it just depends on the person, which is why I 100% agree with what you're saying, Charlene. Like, people have to do what's best for them, but also, you know, look out for people too. Because I look out for people, not in like a paternalistic, like patronizing way, but a genuine, like, I just care. I just care a lot, because I've had some experiences, or people have had some bad experiences, and I just don't want to perpetuate that. So, at least for me, I will try to keep people safe, even on my streams. Like, I don't play that, but I know some folks have different rules and boundaries. Oh, my timer went off. Okay. So now we're gonna do another 5-minute break, and then we're gonna do our last 45-minute sprint, and then we'll be good. And then we'll play Sea of Stars. So 5 minutes on the clock. But yeah. But I think there are cyclical conversations on Twitter. Not so much Blue Sky. I feel like Blue Sky's a little bit more like... Blue Sky kind of has that old school Gaia Online, old school internet vibe to me. Like, it's really a wholesome community. I feel like it's a breath of fresh air. I feel like Twitter is fun. I love the platform to the degree in which I've curated my feed. But I feel like sometimes Twitter does open the door for shenanigans and dynamics and wildness that I just am not a huge fan of. I know, like I tell folks on my platform, I will talk about social issues and things that matter to me, as I always say on my streams. But there's just some topics that I'm like, that's not something that I want to engage with. That's not something I want to perpetuate. That's not something I'm going to dive deep into. Oh no, for real. Charlie, am I added you on Blue Sky, by the way? Let me know if I haven't. If I haven't, let me know. And exactly, Paz, like, boundaries are super important. Because I think for me, like, one boundary I immediately knew I was going to set as a VTuber was like, I do not want not safe for work art of my character, because it's me, and I don't want that. But that's just me. I don't want to do that. Like, I'll do like pin up and sensual things because of my character, but that's because she's me and I am she. So I don't want to do anything like that, but I know that boundary for myself versus some of my other colleagues. Oh, Paz, you're so sweet. Well, jump them. Don't jump nobody. I'm so sorry. You're so funny. I love you. You're so sweet. No, yeah. No worries. I appreciate it, Charlene. Of course, no pressure, of course, but I'd love to be mutuals on there too. And no worries, Paz. I totally get you in terms of what you're saying. Cause yeah, I'm really grateful to y'all. Like, everybody who's come visit me or lurked has been super sweet and kind. I have not had any issues, but I am prepared for some stuff to go down, like some racism and stuff, because people are just wild out. So that's exactly what I'm saying, Paz, in sense of like, I'm happy to educate and to do what I can. But as a Black person, a Black woman, I have to do what's best to keep everybody safe, especially on streams and just in my spaces, and intervene in a way where I can keep people safe. So I am not opposed to banning people from streams or my socials. I have blocked people too, unfortunately, because they've done some very strange things. So But yeah, I'm just boundaries are so important, y'all. Like, please learn your boundaries. Please update them. Please always check in with yourself in terms of your values. So, but yeah, Blue Sky is a bit more community oriented. I like it a little bit more. Twitter is kind of the algorithms. I love who I love on there. It's not about big or small following or anything, but I think just sometimes Twitter can just be really, really bad in terms of some of the wildness that happens on that app. I wish I joined Twitter a lot earlier, before, you know, Elon took it over. But I still am gonna hang on and be on there, like I've said on socials. But if Twitter ever like completely dies or does something strange, I'm gonna be on Blue Sky. I think Blue Sky is the app that I really like the most in terms of like what I get from Twitter and socials. And once I add like GIFs and stuff, I'm probably gonna be on there a lot more. I think the only reason why I'm not on Blue Sky more is because they don't have GIFs and things like that I can get on Twitter. But once they start adding modalities and opening up the out, I'm probably going to be pitching my tent fully on Blue Sky. Um, okay. The timer has ended. I'm gonna put the last 45 minutes sprint and then we'll play Sea of Stars after. So timer's been set. Sorry, y'all. I just saw a post. was looking into my thing as we're in the next cycle. I just saw a post about folks in terms of COVID. So this is me speaking for myself and nobody else. And again, always see your doctor and talk to a medical provider or someone else who's more informed than me in terms of certain symptomologies and things as their training. But as someone trained in the sciences, if you've ever had COVID or have had COVID multiple times, I need you to go see if you have long COVID symptoms. It's actually really terrifying when people are not connecting the dots in terms of them not being safe, and they're not recognizing that you should not be able to you should not have certain symptoms, especially if you're really young. And it's really really hard sometimes to see certain posts and things on the internet where people are like, oh, well, I haven't been able to do certain things for a long time, but it's fine. I'm like, no, it is not. I need y'all to be okay. So like, please, 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 please. I know I'm a COVID cautious streamer and I don't want to go down this rabbit hole of being annoying about it, even though I can be annoying about it because I care, but please be careful, y'all. It's kind of horrifying to see people describe neurological symptoms. And I'm like, I studied neuroscience and psychology and I'm really, really concerned. Oh, Pez! Aww. That makes me happy. Sorry, I think that's super dope. I'm basking in that comment. That makes me happy. I'm happy you're happy and like, I'm glad you're here too. And vibing and chilling with family, just being alive. Yeah, I'm super woo like that. I don't take being alive and like being able to do things lightly, especially times like this. I know I just went on my COVID thing, but I just want people to stay safe. And like I've mentioned, I think on my socials and on my streams, I lost my mentor a few years ago. Her anniversary actually was last month, 3 years ago. And I miss her a lot. I really do. And I won't get choked up on stream, but I've lost a lot of people. I've lost people. Friendships have ended and relationships have ended, but death is permanent. So I really just want folks to have a cozy vibe on my stream because I understand that life can be really heavy sometimes. So I really appreciate what you're saying, Paz, and that like I think it's really important to be able to enjoy those moments where you're alive and chilling and having fun and not. You mean there's stressors and things in life, but being able to be okay is good. Because like I said, I miss my mentor. I'm really glad that I saved our emails. Not to go too down the rabbit hole to make people sad, but I saved our emails so I can look back at them. But yeah, going into this, COVID years, going into the pandemic, I've reevaluated things, especially since I'm just in my early 30s, about how life really can't change in an instant. And I'll never forget the day she passed away. And apologies, I should have put a trigger warning, but yeah, I'll never forget the day I was going to work, since I've been, helping out with the response with COVID and stuff. At the time I was, more so. I'll never forget that I had a bad feeling. So when I got confirmation of that bad feeling, I remember just crying. And I ran in my parents' room and just was really upset. So. Oh no, you're good, Charlie. Don't apologize. Yeah, and I resonate with you. I know I be yelling and tripping and stuff and wild, but yeah. I appreciate what you're saying, and I definitely agree. And then Pass, yeah. Yeah, I remember, not to put you on the spot, but I remember, about your dad and stuff too. Which, I know, grief is very, very interesting how that works. And is a natural part of life, which is probably why I like The Lion King too a lot, that movie. But, yeah, I really want people to be able to enjoy the time they have with people and to recognize we're not guaranteed tomorrow. And it's not something to be really paranoid or upset or freak yourself out about, but just really understand that besides the stressors and some things that could be annoying, obnoxious, and tests and things, that you have good people around you and loved ones and you're relatively able to function in life and do what you got to do, Saying that in not an ableist way, of course, because I don't want to be an ableist person. But being able to do certain things and just have people in your life is really dope. Because like I said, I miss my mentor a lot. I'm my career in science, being a scientist has been dope, and the artistry has been amazing. But I always miss her because, yeah, we didn't get a chance to write papers together and do some of the things I thought I'd be able to do. I didn't think she'd be gone, but she is. So I'm glad, Paz, that your dad prepared family and stuff. And I'm always thinking about you and other folks who've, experienced what they've experienced. And I appreciate what you're saying, Charlene, in terms of like loss. So being able to really value people. And that's why, again, I just do not take relationships lightly. Because when you experience a lot of death and disability and loss, you just don't treat people like anything. And you don't do nothing wild. You don't harm people. You don't do certain things after a while. And I just don't. I just don't want to, do wild stuff. Yeah. I appreciate you, Fast, whenever you share about your dad. I bet he was a wonderful husband and an incredible parent to you and your siblings. So I'm really grateful to hear that. I'm glad you got to experience his amazingness while he was here. It's super awesome. And yeah, definitely Charlene agree, like general appreciation. And yeah, I have a lot of intentionality with what I do. I don't want to be that type of person who undervalues people. That's just not something I try to do. Even if I don't get along with somebody, even if I don't like them, someone probably does. So it ain't got nothing to do with me. So, like I said, my quote is always like, I ain't got nothing but love for you, baby. But, like Tupac says, I don't gotta not, we don't gotta eat at the same table. I don't want to not see you eat, but we ain't gotta eat at the same table. And that's okay. So, it is what it is. But yes, I'm always that type of person where if you want to talk about like the heavy things, I always try to be that friend. I don't mind heavy things. It doesn't bother me to talk about heavy things. Now, I'm not the person to do nefarious things. So if you want to do like wild, evil things, not your girl on that one. But if you want to talk heavy things and help process life, that's usually the friend that I am. I'm usually the mom of my group. And I appreciate the folks who've mommed me too when I'm going through stuff. Sometimes I'll be going through stuff. So. Yeah. That's my thing. Like, I'm not the type of person where I will ever force anybody to be my friend or force a relationship. So I 100% agree with you, Charlene. If I don't vibe with someone or I feel like they don't vibe with me, I'm going to give them their space and be gone. But I think it's because I value people's time and energy. So I'm not going to be the person to force anything. If you want to be around me, I'm open. If you don't want to be around me, that's cool too. I might be upset in the sense of like, oh, I wish, I wish that I could be friends with certain people, but if it's not meant to be, it's just not meant to be. That's completely 100% okay. But I want to give people space to be in their whole humanity and not for me to judge them and their choices that they choose to do. Because if they don't align with me, they don't align with me. But I have a value system where like love, justice, and peace is Basher Stampede would say in terms of Trigun. So, well, I've been through a lot of stuff in my lifetime. I'm protective and don't want to harm people in return. So. But yeah. I mean, I think I'm pretty cool because of some of the stuff that I say and do. But again, this is not me blowing smoke up my butt. I like me. I can spend time with me. That's completely okay. And I'm happy to do that because that's just how I am. But I know it's a privilege to be at this point in my life where I can say I genuinely love myself, and genuinely care about my well-being and what happens to me. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes to never lose myself. So but yeah, like I said, everybody in I don't have like a fan name or nothing for folks who watch and like interact with me. Because again, I'm not trying to be an idol, but I do appreciate the community in terms of YouTubing. I still have things I gotta learn and things like that, but you know, it's all good. So, oh, you're so sweet. Oh, thank you, Paz. No, thank you for that, for real. I do the best I can. I know some people hate my guts, and that's completely fair. I've probably done some stuff I've done some stuff I'm not proud of, as well as I'm definitely not perfect, but I appreciate that. My thing has always to be Sora like. So I think it's very obvious that people who watch me, especially folks who watch Spot, I'm very Sora like or very Luffy like. I'm just in a body like this. I'm black, of course, so like I do what I gotta do. I'm very black. I like having fun, but very much Sora and Luffy like. I think they really shaped me as people, as a person. Is that as well as like I love Hello Kitty because Hello Kitty like her entire ethos is like you can have fun and life can be cute kind of thing, and I love that because that's really what I want to do. So um, yeah, hold on, let me mute my mic for a second to listen to something. Hold on. Okay, I am back. And apparently family got me a rose tea, so we're goody in the hoodie. Huzzah! Also, the time check. We have 18 minutes left on the dot. I need to be more productive when I'm like actually studying, but I think I'm just gonna hit it hard these 2 weeks and just be sleep deprived and take the test and then be like, I'm done! Pass it, then we're Gucci. Let me check the song real quick. Have is having a hamana. Is it this? I never know. I don't think that's the song. Okay, I think I switched it. I think I switched it to a new song. But yeah. I guess I can have VTuber lore. I do have lore actually with my character. But she's really based on me and my life experiences. So you'll probably see that come through a lot in terms of this whole thing I've got going on. But I'm grateful and excited that folks come by and say hi and enjoy what I have to offer. Because I know there's a very vast scene. And I think unfortunately not unfortunately, I saw a really good post. I'm Mutual's Mama Remedy. If you haven't followed them on social, she's a really awesome streamer who has some really great, thoughtful threads about things too. And I also talk about KeiraVT a lot because of their commentary too, as well as a manager who's managed VTubers and is streamer, or is basically in this realm. But I think the one thing that Tessa was saying that I agree with is that there are folks who are hobbyists, like myself, who we're a creative behind an avatar. So we're not necessarily in the same like camp as folks who are doing the full VTuber experience, like a VShojo or a Nijisanji. So I think because of that, people have to be mindful that there's people who are creatives who are wanting to build brands, do fashion stuff, makeup and things, whatever, but they're not necessarily trying to do the whole idol thing that VTubers do or playing a character. And there's nothing wrong with either or route, but I think that sometimes people go into streaming thinking that it's going to be a particular way or they're going to go viral or something like that. And I think the reason why for me it's been fun is because like I can put this down when if necessary. Not to say that I don't ever really stop any of my hobbies, but I know my own boundaries and limitations when it comes to putting out my artistry and to do streaming and things. But there are people, unfortunately, who go into the VTubing space and streaming space who don't know the limitations, as we've talked about extensively on our chat and chill streams together, y'all. So I think seeing that today reminded me that there's some people, unfortunately, who, which I agree with Tessa, they're beginning in their careers in regards to what that looks like. And I think that content creation, if I'll call it that, is a very new field. But I think it's because when people look up to the Markipliers and the other streamers like Caleb City, for example. Well, he's not I guess he streams, but he's a comedian. But when you look up to folks who are in certain areas when it comes to streaming and things like that, it's like they've been doing it for so long that they have managers and things that help them to get where they're at. That's a different set of skills and opportunities and things like that in terms of entertainment than would be like a hobbyist like myself, where it's like, yeah, I can build a brand, I can get an LLC, I can start a business, I could do something on the side outside of my job if I chose to. But it's not going to be the same thing as somebody who's doing this full time, who's trying to build a brand to make this their full time occupation, where they have like legal rights, people don't have unions as VTubers, I don't think. But like there's legal implications and things like that versus like at my full-time job, like other folks who stream on the side who are healthcare professionals, we usually have unions and things like that support us in our outside of streaming, but we're not like streaming isn't something that is going to be, if we stop streaming, it's detrimental. Not saying I'm stopping anytime soon, y'all. I'm just saying in general that it's really important people figure that out. Exactly. Exactly. For example, yeah, I know Jacksepticeye and a lot of those old school not VTuber, sorry, streamers, because again, they're my age, they're in their 30s. Like, they started when I was like in my early 20s. And like you're saying, Charlene, a lot of people didn't start out perfectly. And there's nothing to judge anybody in terms of like how they grow, but that's why a lot of content creators or creatives on the internet will change a lot because they're so young. And it has nothing to do with age either, too, because people will change too. Like, I will probably change my overlays and things over time, maybe, potentially, or like get a little bit tighter in terms of like who I am as I figure things out, because there's always an unlearning, you're always a work in progress. But people need to think through those things because I think it's important to know what works for you and what doesn't, and also what you're willing to do and what you're willing not to do. Because again, I think a lot of streamers sometimes will say, I'm going to graduate because I'm not getting anything out of streaming. And it's like, well, why did you do it in the first place? Because if you're doing it for a hobby, I'm not expecting to get the same type of play. Maybe I will one day as other streamers where I'll go viral or something. It'd be great. That's awesome. But I'm not basing my building this foundation, a solid foundation, on going viral. I'm building it on the ethos of building something for the long term, because that's how my science career is. It's like you spend a lot of time studying, researching, you publish papers, and then you learn more and you keep building on your writing, you keep building on those skill sets. But I think sometimes people do get caught up in the virality of things because of TikTok and stuff like that, where they think that they're going to hit it big immediately, when sometimes it's going to take some time. It's not going to be like an instant thing. I've been grateful again, and exactly, Charlene, too. Like, it's really what you know as your comfort zone, and what works and what, you become known for. And yeah, exactly, Paz, too. Like, Jacksepticeye, which a lot of people do upload to the internet and become streamers because they're not having the relationships in life that they want. But exactly, too, and yeah, that makes sense in terms of Markiplier as well. Like, a lot of streamers will start because it gives them an avenue to be creative in a way that gives them what they need in life that they might not have in their personal life. And there's nothing wrong with that at all, because I think there's been some beautiful things on the internet because people just want to express and bring out what they love about the world. And nah, I get you. And that's cool. I think that's dope, Paz, that you can resonate. And that's, again, goes back to, like, people put out their work and you resonate, and that's part of the human experience, which makes streamers and VTubers so dope. That's why I want people to take the time to, like, really figure out what works. Because for me, like, I don't really know. I'm gonna be real with you, being an adult. Like, half of us, any adult tells you what the F they're doing, they're lying to you. Half of us, like, we're doing stuff, and I said this during my Sea of Stars streams. Half of us do stuff and figure out what works. Some of it sticks, some of it doesn't. Some of it's a complete disaster. Some of it's like we did it for a couple of years and it worked. Some of us are like, we found it, we put it down, and then we got back to it and now we're doing it again. So I think for me, for example, like streaming, I didn't know what to expect when I decided to be a VTuber or a streamer. I had no idea. And now I realize, like, I actually really like it. It's a lot of fun. I'm figuring out what works for me in terms of, why people watch me and stuff, which, no, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's not that this is what people have said to me in the chat and stuff, but I didn't think I would even make it this far, because again, I never thought in my entire life that I would ever be a streamer. It never dawned on me, like I said in my debut stream, to do this. Oh, and that's super awesome. Yeah, I know some of those creators, like Corey Kenshin is super dope. I've seen Breezy, Markiplier is super cool. And yeah, exactly, Sharon. Like, adulting is just figuring shit out and doing what you're trying to do. And it never stops. Like, I think when people say, like, oh, I've got it all figured out, I'm like, no, I don't. I mean, good for you that you've got it. But, like, at the core of it, most, if not all adults will tell you the biggest thing in life is that you just figure stuff out that works for you. And you're a constant work in progress, which means, like, something that works for you in your 20s might not work for you in your 30s, which might not work for you in your 40s. And that's okay. It's completely fine. But like I said, I never thought I'd be a streamer. I never had on my radar I would ever do VTubing. I never thought about it. I always have loved streamers, like I said on my streams before. I've always watched people. I know of streamers. I know of Markiplier and the big ones because, again, they are close to my age. I remember, like, old YouTube and things like that. And seeing, like, Twitch and these platforms and Vine, like, it's a thing. But I never thought I'd throw myself into the fray. And even me, I enjoy it now. That's so funny. That's cool that Markiplier made you want to buy a tactical shovel. But But that's what I'm saying. And creators influence us. And it's just a part of this thing about being a human where you get influenced by people and what they do. And it's just so cool. So that's why I wanted to throw myself in the fray, because I wanted to do it. Like I said, I'm a COVID cautious person. So I'm not out and about as others are. But I love that I'm able to connect with people. And I get why people love to stream. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to play games and to know people and just do this type of thing. And even when it's safer out in the world, I would be doing a lot of the same things I'm doing now. I'd just be going out a little bit more. So, but yeah, I really hope people like take the advice. Yeah, I hope I'm not being patronizing y'all. Like, again, I'm only 30. I'm not acting like I know everything. I'm just sharing things that I'm observing. But I think that people should give themselves more time and grace. But I think if you want to stream full time and take it seriously, like, just do it. Try it out. But don't set yourself up to say, like, oh, if I'm not like an Iron Mouse by like 2025, my life is over. Like, maybe you'll be like Iron Mouse in a few years. I don't know. Maybe you'll be as successful as she is. But you just don't know. You just got to figure it out. But Iron Mouse, and I don't know her story, so I don't want to speak ill of anybody, of course. Everybody has their story of how they've done their things, so I want to be respectful of that. But people have had their ways they've started. They've built their brand. They've started out small and built on top of that. And I think that people need to remember that and not be so hard on themselves. It's like, it's boo-boo. It's okay. Baby, it's okay that you're not where you think you need to be right now. You're where you're supposed to be, though, right now. And it might be a dark night of the soul type of thing. But it's going to be all good. It's going to be Gucci. I've been there. I've had those really, really messed up moments where you're just like, dang, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What am I doing? Am I doing this right? And like, 9 out of 10 times you are doing the right thing. Even if you're like realizing, yeah, this ain't working for me. I'm not doing this anymore. But you got to give yourself the space and time to actually spend the time to do what you got to do. And I love that pass too. Like, really find out what you really want in life and then have a plan B. Because, for example, like, I want to get married and have kids. That's something I've always wanted. But I'm totally freaking okay with being an aunt. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm going to be happy regardless, no matter how my life shapes. I have no doubts about things, but it's not something to where I'm beating myself up to try to write, like, an A to Z plan. What's supposed to happen, what's not supposed to happen. You can't do that in life. There's so many curveballs and things that happen that, like I said, you just never know. You just never know. And like I said with my stories earlier, you just never know when you're gonna like fall in love or like want to go back to school or learn a new hobby. It's just so wild how life works. But you can just watch a video and be like Charlene said, I want to buy a tactical shovel because I saw it from a streamer. It's something like that gets people going. It's great. And exactly, like, I know, like, a lot of indies, like, I think of, like, Shoto, and Iron Mouse, started out with free avatars and PNGs. They didn't have the fancy debuts. They didn't have anything. All they really did, from what I understand from their backgrounds, is that they just started out small and just built on that. And, of course, like, with COVID, people were able to build brands and things online because everybody was at home. But now that we're, dealing with COVID still, but in this new world, now things are hybrid. So there's an opportunity, I think, for streamers always. Like, I've always appreciated streamers in terms of things. But, like, there's a way to build that can be different. And there's always going to be new innovations. Always. Because I don't think YouTuber was ever a career people even considered, but now it's a thing. So. And we have 5 minutes left on the clock. So I just want to put that out and do a 5-minute break. And then we'll do Sea of Stars. Huzzah! Plus, hold me to it. Exactly. And being an aunt or uncle sounds cool. I agree with you, Paz. And then I just like, exactly. Work with what you got and having science on my side as well, for sure. And again, y'all will know. I always say, like, if you need a proof of concept, you can think of me. Because like I tell people, like, when I get what I deserve, like I tell people, just watch me. Because it always ends up working out. Even though, like, sometimes it is really dark before it gets light. It's always worked out in the end. And like I said, y'all won't know when I get. I made a joke, as I've been saying, it's not about romance and then friendships and then adulting and then music and stuff. But you will know when I get cuffed. You will know. And actually, technically, I am an aunt because I have friends who have kids, and I like love their kids. I love them. I think of them as like my people or something. But yes, I appreciate that, Charlene. That you're actually an aunt. That's super cute. Yeah, so my friends have kids. They're like, oh my god, they're like 9, 10 now, and then like my other friend from high school, she just had her baby too. So I love that. I love aunts. Thank you for sharing that with me. I love people who are like being aunties and uncles. But like I said, y'all will know when I get cuffed. I am the type of person where like it won't be like I'm gonna change my behavior. But like you will know. You will know. I mean, I'm still very private in terms of that, but I won't make it known when that happens, because, yeah, I'm not gonna be, yeah. I have my boundaries. Like, when I'm in a relationship, like I did with my previous partners, like, when I'm in a relationship, I let people know, like, hey, I'm taken. Don't do certain things to me anymore, because, whatever. Not that I would ever be weird anyway in the first place, because when I'm in a relationship, it's like, you know, I'm very respectful. Obviously, like, people can be platonic and stuff, but I'm gonna assume any romantic things are like, nope, don't do that, because I'm monogamous and I'm very loyal to my partner. So again, we don't have to worry about that. But basically, people will know. But that's what I'm saying. You will know. Like if I'm streaming, which I plan to, I already planned like a 3-year thing with this. You will know what happens when I get cuffed. I have no doubts about getting wiped up. But again, it's not an issue for me. It's not like I won't be happy regardless. Like, because I'm happy right now. I'm content with my life. So it's cool. I'm cool being an auntie and just chilling and just vibing and having fun. We got 2 minutes on the clock. I got to the last page of this chapter, but I really will have to study a lot to catch up so I can get through these chapters and make my note cards for the next 2 weeks. So. But yeah. I'm a romantic at heart, y'all, so I swear, like, tell me if I'm annoying. Not that I want to, like, change who I am, of course, but, like, I promise you, if I'm not going to try to repeat myself too much. I just want to make folks know as I build and we grow as a community and things, it's, like, to make sure the boundaries are known, but also just be, like, I don't mind asking questions and, like, answering things and stuff, because I'm just me. It's ain't no thing but a chicken wing, as the quote goes. We've got 1 minute left, and we'll take a 5-minute break, and then we'll play Sea of Stars. So yeah. 30 seconds left on the clock. Oh, I just heard a doorbell. Alright, I'm going to stop the timer at 10 seconds. And then, if folks want to do a 5-minute break before you get started for Sea of Stars, go ahead and do that. Oh, I appreciate you, Charlene. And no worries. Yes, I can tell you're very much a romantic person. Oh, y'all are hopeless romantics too. Then we can bond. It's okay. I'm happy to give you all the shoujo mangas, joseo, like all romantic things all the time then. I'm totally cool with that. And I think in this day and age, despite the vitriol that happens on the internet, being a hopeless romantic is not a bad thing. Protect your heart though. Like one of my favorite Ghibli movies of all time says in terms of house would be castle. A heart is a heavy burden. So protect your heart. Don't give it out very easily if you're romantic at heart. Make sure someone is worthy of what you got to offer. And let me, as, you know, where I am in terms of things, as an artsy scientist, tell you that from neuroscience to psychology to just human to human, make sure you protect that. Because I have no doubts that both of you will find people who will love and cherish you, if that's what you're looking for, of course. But you all are both really dope, enjoying your time in terms of just growing and enjoying your family and loved ones, which I always love that. again, that's kind of my vibe, as you can tell in terms of my streams. I'm just a chill, cozy person. And I will obviously let you know that people do say things and raise me up. And again, if something happens, I'll let y'all know, I guess. I don't know. Oh my god. If it does, like, y'all, I'll probably just be what happened when Kika was, like, rizzing me up on one of the chat and chill streams. I'll probably just be stammering for a little bit. As well as, like, one streamer, was it Kenshin Shinobi? Yeah, I saw his video where he asked out, oh my goodness, what is her handle? But, like, he asked her out for Valentine's Day. That was so cute! I don't know if y'all saw that, but if you haven't seen that, Kenshin Shinobi is dope. I appreciate him as a black VTuber. He's a black ninja VTuber. But he asked his current girlfriend out, who's a fellow streamer. I thought that was cute as... It was so cute. I would love... Like, I love that type of thing. I love that. It was so cute, though. And she was so cute about it. And he was so sweet. And I just love that type of thing. So if that ever happened to me on stream, y'all, I would start crying or be freaking out. And I also would probably want to hurt my husband platonically / my boyfriend. Yeah. Boy, I would probably hurt the partner that person is. Because if they did that to me on stream, I'd be like, why? Why did you do that? But then I'd probably be happy. Because I get that thing with Kids Just Know Me was so cute. I just thought it was cute. Anyway. But regardless, I'm also, again, yeah, Daijobu. That's what it is. Thank you, Paz. That was super cute. But again, I'm not expecting that. Not saying it can't happen or won't. It just, I'm not. Yeah, I've seen Kenshin. He did his thing. He was making sure, he was like, girl, I like you. When he put it out there on the internet, I'm like, you go ahead, sir. You do your thing. You do your thing and make it known that that's your girl. That's your boo thing. That's your wifey. Like VTuber wifey. No, Charlene, that's fine. I think grand gestures don't make me feel weird. But I think, like, if I like someone, I would probably do... This is no shade to my mom. I'd probably laugh like my mom did. My mom, when my dad asked, and this is Mama C and Daddy C lore, but when Dad C asked Mom C to marry him, Mom C laughed in his face and said, "Why did you think I would say no?" I would probably use crap like that with my partner. Like, why did you think I would say no? But again, that's just, I'm like my mom. I can already tell. So grand gestures like that to me would make me freak out, but I'd be like, sure. But again, that was cute. So as I say, I'm also cool just hyping people up in the back, be like, yo, that's cute. Y'all are adorable. Y'all hit that thing. Claim your boo. Do it respectfully with consent. All that and everything. Ain't no thing but to take away. And I'll just be happy over here in the corner just saying hi. Let me indulge in the shoujo manga moment and have you have it be great. Litty. Okay. 5-minute break is over. Thank you. Thank you for those of you who are lurking or hearing for the co-working session. We are now done with the sessions. I hope folks got some stuff done. If you did not, that's okay. If you just chatted and chilled and hang out with me, that's so really awesome too. I got through some pages of my thing and some Hobonichi stuff, but I'm behind, so I'm probably gonna spend some time reading through the chapters this evening and also watching stuff with friends. And I plan to be on some mutual streams as I always do on Sundays. But we'll go ahead and actually just take a break. Not take a break, sorry. We will take a break, aka play Sea of Stars. So I hope folks are ready for game time. I'm gonna let folks know on socials if anybody wants to come by that we're gonna start gaming now. But yeah, I hope folks enjoyed my shenanigans, and I will clear up some of the things I said today on stream on socials. So, because yes, I will say, Charlene, if someone did tattoo me, I'm so serious in all seriousness in terms of things like I just said, I would be speechless. But again, knowing me, if I talked to somebody and it was kind of going to go that way in terms of surprise, then I wouldn't be upset. I would probably be flustered, and then I would call them and be like, why? And then I'd be like, of course, you jackass. Like, excuse my language. But, like, I don't know. But again, I think I'm a fun person, so I'd probably do something like that to my partner too. If I did like date a fellow VTuber, I would probably like troll them and be like, "Hey baby, how you doing?" It's like, "Oh, he's raising up these girls." Yeah. Well, I guess I'm here now. Well, not him raising up the girls, because again, it's like boundaries and stuff. But basically, like, I would probably do what a lot of VTuber couples do, and I would just have fun with my partner. So I think that's so cute. I don't know. I think that's so cute. So, anyway, so being corny again. All right, I'm gonna let folks know that co-working is over. And while I'm doing this, y'all, feel free to grab some snacks or do what you need to do. Kind of transition a little bit too. And again, if you don't want to stay, of course, for the like this portion, that's cool too. I'm not offended. I have VODs and things for a reason. So, yeah, I get what you mean, Charlene. Like, I mean, in the sense of like, I'm assuming if someone does do something like that, like it's established that that was probably going to be a thing. I think with the way that I think Kenshin Shinobi and Daijobu were doing it, for example, it really seemed like that they were genuinely interested in each other. So I think it was going to land that way, and I think it was just a really cute gesture. But if it's completely out of the blue and really like uncomfortable, like sometimes you see those proposals that go completely south for the winter on the internet, then yeah, that can be really scary and really uncomfortable. Some people don't like being told no, which is really scary. Because babies, we're just gonna get rejected sometimes. Some people are just not gonna like what we're looking for, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that you will not find who you want to be loved by. But like, sometimes that person you think is your person is not your person, and that's okay. Take the L, you know, as Aaliyah says, dust yourself off and try again, you know, type of thing. Like, dust yourself off and try again. Try again. I probably butchered that song singing it like that, but it's fine. Please forgive me. But dust yourself off. Try again, lick your wounds, and realize there's just somebody out there who probably fits you so much more. And so don't forget to love yourself too, just as much as you love other people. Not in that like really bad way where like, I don't want to ever set anybody up saying you won't find love if you don't love yourself. You deserve love no matter where you're at in your life. So I want people to know that from me personally. You do not need to be perfect or any particular type of thing. You are fine the way you are to be in a relationship if it is your time to do that. But, you know, it is totally fine if the person that you think you want to be with is not the person you're supposed to be with. The person you're supposed to be with, it will be easy. It will work out easy. And I, speaking for myself, want to go into a relationship, like I said, like I'm not in a rush or anything, but I want to go into a relationship with strength to still be who I am and to build with somebody and actually be like a power couple and to build. And now I'm not like really like pompous way where I have certain standards or anything like that. I do have values, things that I'm looking for, but basically just always believe in yourself in the sense of you deserve somebody who loves you for who you are no matter where you're at in life. Sometimes we're not where we want to be. Sometimes we take 50 steps back, but it does not mean you are not lovable just because you don't love yourself fully or whatever people try to perpetuate that can be really toxic. Oh man, where is my thing? Sorry, I'm trying to like find my post. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so. I don't mean to be preachy again. I haven't figured things out myself, but I don't know. I think I'd probably be a lot better partner that while now that I am where I am now than I was years ago. And it's not because I'm a bad person or a good person. It's just that you just grow and you learn things. So if I can share any wisdom in terms of that, then I'd rather share it or just talk in a casual way. Like this is a chat show, so I don't have any issues in terms of like trying to be honest about that. Because again, I have a feeling like it. Again, my brain is like, I'd be really slow burn about it. But if I like somebody or if I'm interested, the light bulb will go off when it needs to. You know, And I need to know somebody. I think I'd probably be best with somebody who is not ambiguous, who's just like trying. Which is why, again, when I said earlier about people sliding in my DMs being endearing, as they were, like that's what I mean. Like they were straightforward, straight to the gun. And I think, like I said, I will give props to my first ex. Again, he's very straight to the point. He's just like, hey, I like you. I think you're great. And he explained it. And I was like, okay. And even though I stammered and freaked out, I still got the message. So it was very easy to be in the relationship because it happened. And even though we broke up, again, it's still like very clean cut in terms of how it started. So, and I'll probably play Sea of Stars for about an hour or so, and then I'll call it after that. Because I do have to get some work done and prepare for things this week. So, and I do want to actually get started on studying hardcore. So we got 2 weeks until exams. Yeah, we have we actually have less than 2 weeks now. But yeah, we can make it. But yeah, no worries, y'all. Like, again, I'm totally cool talking romance and things and stuff and whatever. And like I said, I have no doubts in anybody who follows me or anybody who watches about or things will find who they're looking for. We all deserve to be loved how and who we want to be. I'm a believer in that. All right, so I will now transition us to game time. So let me get Steam going. Da 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 da. And one thing I will say, and I'm gonna hit him up, hit him and other people up. I have gotten, so one thing is I realize my mutuals are very bad influences. So I have to hold me to this, y'all. But I'm gonna hit up. So like I said, I talked. I know Kika trumped on earlier and stuff too, but Ionix got me to get party animals, and y'all, I'm not good at this game. I'm not good at this game. I was doing the tutorial and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be bad at this. So if anybody else wants to play party animal with me, don't ask me to help you win nothing. I'm not good at this game, man. This is bad. Like I was playing the tutorial and I was like, oh girl, you don't know what you're doing. So I'm gonna be hitting up mutuals about like playing games like that, but I'm just like, I can't do this. You're gonna hold me to it. I'm saying this in chat because y'all gonna see a collab stream with party animals and like Mario Kart soon, because it's gonna be bad. I already know. So I'm saying it because I'm holding myself accountable that like y'all are gonna see me yelling because I'm gonna be so bad at these games, just because of me. Okay, so let me see. We will get the Steam window going. I think Sea of Stars is on. I did this during the Liza P stream, but let me actually adjust the captions real quick so that folks can see them a bit better. I did change them from purple to white. I think they're a little bit more easily read and legible, but let me know if that's not the case. Again, I always want to be accessible during the stream, so if that is not true or not, then I can fix it for you. No problems at all. If not, let me know if the sound is great. I think we're Gucci on my end. I have the game up, so we can go ahead and get started. The settings are already set. So for those of you who are not going to stay for the game portion, thank you so much for coming by into the VOD if you're watching the VOD, but if you're like live. But if you are going to stay for the game, then yeah, we're going to play for about an hour or so, and then we'll call it stream. So we make some progress with Sea of Stars. Oh, thank you, Charlene. I appreciate that. I will take you up on that offer. I'm open to any and all gameplay with y'all, with you and others. I so mean that. I'm not blowing smoke up my butt line. I really mean that. I'm totally cool playing games. I said I'd be better at my schedule, and then I'll probably be a little bit more situated after my exams on the 12th. But yes, we will play, and I will practice and probably die a lot. Cause ain't no way. Oh yeah, we were in the wizard theme. Okay. Sorry, I had to take a second to like remember where the heck I was in this game. right there. Oh, yeah. Okay, we just beat the boss. I think we're done with this level, actually. Oh, yeah. So we left off where we finished fighting the big bad in this area, and now we're going to go send the Pirates of the Caribbean coin back to the person who, you know, tabled us. Has showed in the clip on the channel that we got tabled. So we're going to go do that now. Yes. I will play Liza P when I like charge my controller and stuff, probably on Tuesday. Or Tuesday, or I think Thursday. I think I have on my schedule. So you will hear me scream. I will be playing Liza P some more. I know people had a lot of fun on that stream. So yeah, I will be playing that for sure this week. And then I think on my next chat and show, I'll probably do books and stationery, and then I will probably do some developer games. So, so yes, my schedule's gonna be bumping, even though I'll be studying and getting ready for exams. So we'll be all Gucci. And yes, I do love Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, even though there's been some nastiness happening, if you get my drift, but you know, I did love the movies. I do love pirates. I love One Piece, so I'm particularly biased for that reason. Can't go wrong with pirates. Exactly, Charlene. The music for this game is great. It's really just cute. We got the coin, so I thought coming back here made sense, but now I'm confused. Where do I go to find the pirates? I don't think I talked to you last time. Even cleaning clothes is fun when you have a beach. That's true. Yeah, I like the white text captions. I think I'm gonna keep it actually instead of the purple. Oh, where do I go? Where do I go? Aw, they're playing pirates. Arg. I love it. Swimming under the docks. Again, One Piece behavior. Oh. I mean, I could look it up. I feel like it should be intuitive where they are, though. Right? Just one out? Oh, okay. I was like, they should be over here. All right, cool. I'm officially naming you members of our crew. No way, so we're real pirates? Yes, the pirate initiation has finally begun! Fulfilled our end of the deal. You take us to Wrath Island now? Aye, in this crew, what mates needs is a quest indeed. That should be on a shirt. Huzzah! Your boat is huge. I can't wait to see the kitchen. Hold your horses, son. That there ship ain't ours, so no. We be right this way. The Oakland scarf ain't much to look at, but it'll get you across the shallow man to Raft Island. I'm looking at this ship as I'm trying to read this, and that ship is definitely gonna have some issues. Just gotta stick to that canal, no open sea for us till we get a proper vessel. I love everybody's like, excuse me, ma'am? That is some logs and a raggedy looking sail. Okay, this is the part of the story where like, are you sure you want to leave before you get anything else? Because if you don't get anything else, you ain't coming back. Alright, you ain't gotta tell me twice. Okay, let me see. I think I got over the weaponry that I need. Oh, I did not. And the rocklet. Works. Okay, we got all the equipment we need. And exactly, Charlene, I love pirates, so I'm excited for this arc. Let's see. I want to buy some veggies and stuff. Buy some veggies. Oh. 5 bees. Ooh. 5 bees. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, okay. Save really quick again, and then we'll be good. Alright, perfect. Alright, setting sail. Oh, look at that little pixel art of them and their little ship! It's so cute! Ah, it's so cute under her little sail! Take in the sunlight, pals. I hear Raft Island is real gloomy. Yeah, good old soul-based follower. Nothing ye solstice folk can't fix. Well, at least I hope so. Wouldn't want to end up moving there. Right? This game is so cute. Oh, and by the way, and this made me so happy. Someone made a Malcolmed plushie, and the creators of the game liked it. But they did such a good job making a little plush of Mal, the little dude we fought. It was so cute. And yeah, no, we really did get beaten in our wrestling match. It was rude. Like I said, they was cheating. Exactly, Charlene. Build the boat into a better boat. And exactly. Table. Actually, not table, but table. No, it was cute. The fact that the Sea of Stars folks on Twitter, they're super sweet because they like the post. So I was excited. It was so cute. Great. Sounds like Hell's Paradise. Maybe not slight spoilers on that, sorry. Oh. She's a siren? Maybe? ominous forecasting. Dang it, gang. I don't think it's gonna be that easy, but I'm also really concerned. I'm still kind of sus. I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? I'm kind of sus of the Elder a little bit. I feel like they're gonna change the world, of course, because I feel like they're the ones who are gonna end the cycle. But there's something sus. I don't know. It's just suspicious. Whoa. Okay. I'm sorry, this pixel stuff is so cute. Oh, I love pixel art. It's so cute. So adorable. Oh, we're fighting zombies and dead things? Great, ghosties. You know what? I was playing Liza P, and it's October, and now we doing mug ghosting stuff. I ain't even mean to do it. I ain't trying to be spooked. Now we here, being spooked. I mean, I don't really want the ghost ship, but I'm here for the pirates with the ghost ship. I appreciate you, Paz, always believing in me. Right, though, Paz? I did not intentionally do that. I really didn't. I just was, like, vibing. Oh, we get back to this person who's narrating. By overcoming the dead wizard's illusions, our heroes have secured passage to Wrath Island in time for the eclipse. In this place where the night is everlasting and the dead is still alive, they brace themselves to fight the last known dweller. While evil forces prepare to play their hand, fear is set to strike very close to home. Oh no. I don't like how I said that. Or they said that. I don't know their gender. I'm very concerned now. You know, I feel like the universe want to bring me spooky vibes, and I don't want spooky vibes. I just want to vibe. Like, differently. Not this way, though. Thank you, Gar, for emphasizing how gloomy this place is. Great. Night Shard? It's an old flesh monster curse that prevents any sunlight from reaching the island. So even after you defeat the dweller, yeah, there ain't no fixing that one. Hey, it's speaking of which, the town of Lucid City just ahead. We'll be kicking it back at the local tavern. At least till you take care of business. Yolanda, why come here with us if you knew how dangerous it was? You'd be trusting the captain. It seems the captain be trusting y'all. If our adventure's to end here, I say so. Be it. We'll have remained loyal to the end and seen that much more of the world. Right on, Kenneth. Hey. Or Kenneth. I'm probably saying their name wrong. I'm sorry. Okay. Great. So many spooky vibes. Great. Happy Halloween, people. Happy Halloween. I did it for y'all, I guess. You get a little bit of spooky from me. Can I make any? Oh. Okay, I'm already full of stuff. Oh, God. Yeah! Oh, my God, getting spooked by pixels? Oh man, we are not gonna make it, man. Okay. The music's slightly spooky too. I'm screaming. Oh my god, I set myself up this week. I mean, this holiday season. Okay. Like, really set ourselves up. Excuse me? Oh, he's a zombie. Of course he'd have powers where he could take your HP. Sexy. Not really. Dang it, why would you do that to me? Okay. Alright, we're killing the zombie first. Ain't no way. I'm not cool with any of that. I appreciate you, Pez. Yeah, I'm not liable to not be jump scared by little creatures in a pixel game. I don't even care. I get scared. I'm gonna be scared. Okay, I can jump. Ooh, and I get back up there. Oh. I don't know what these rainbow conches are for. Okay. Alright, so I have to go back on here actually. Where I gotta go. Great, I'm finding zombies. We were talking about Michael Jackson and Thriller earlier, so it kind of fits the vibe, to be honest with you. Can I use Sunball on all these dudes? Is that gonna be a thing? Nice. Alright, let's do this Batarang thing. Going for a while. Chomp, chomp. Oh, you jerk. Sent to docks. Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. Why is there a hole? Alright. Why? I really shouldn't be jumping in dark holes, but here we are. The music is so ominous, I'm screaming. Sexy. A lot of kids are like, the adults are scarred, but we not. It becomes tiring always being on edge, wondering what will be next. Can't blame those who choose to spend their time at the tavern. Whoever's fruit this is, I'm taking it. Thank you for your patronage. Sometimes I can hear cheers and applause coming from the river. It's really strange. This is some haunted mansion type stuff. I was not prepared for a ghosty stream. That mansion and its cursed voice took everything from me. My son, my husband, too many of my friends. Why hasn't she called me yet? Oh, no, 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 no. You are not getting the contents of my chest. If you want, you're going to have to get my brother to make amends. Oh! Oh! Oh, that was a ghost. Oh, God. Okay. Ah! Not me getting scared by bats. It mimics real life, because I've been scared by bats before, too. Or was that a bird? I also grew up never knowing when the next call would be, but I still feel for my kids. I am mildly concerned. Mildly concerned. Oh, you got it. Looking for equipment? Gold tooth. Okay. I guess I shouldn't have bought all that stuff I did, because I could probably just upgrade my weapons. I could sell some stuff. Let's see. Bone armor. Sword. You know what? I'm gonna wait then. Okay. Alright. Well, that was my bad. We made a mistake, but it's okay. Well, not necessarily a mistake. I made a choice, but we'll earn more gold. It's all. Welcome, new visitors, to the first stage of grief. Huh? The first stage of grief? Okay. Please join us and allow yourselves to cope in whatever way suits you best. I will be your enabler for tonight. Just remember to be respectful and supportive of other patrons and always entertain their stories. I'll let you grab a seat. Would you like anything to eat or drink to help your reassurances go down easier? Hello! We bring good news, Innkeeper. The Solstice Warriors have arrived to take care of the Dweller. Why, of course they have. About my question, though, would you like any food or beverages to supplement the stories you'll be telling yourselves? But it's true. Undoubtedly, they will surely come to pass just as my most recent day trip to Brisk. Oh, it was so lovely. Now, for the third time, will you be needing anything else? We could use a room for a few days. Naturally, most temporary guests do. Hey, we really are here to cleanse the island. We're just waiting for the others. Absolutely, and I am here by choice. Enjoy your stay at the first stage of grief. May it take your mind away from the inevitable. And speaking of enjoyment, a band of musicians has just arrived. The show is about to begin. Oh, we already know them. We asked them to bring us to your island. My, that is quite obviously factual. I commend your ability to pretend. We'll fit right in. Your room is being prepared. Just let me know when you're ready to sleep. Ouch. These poor people have been coping for so long. It's like they can't even deal with reality anymore. Good thing we're here to end this. Well, as soon as we have the eclipse. Paz, that's such a good catch, Edgar Allan Poe. You might be right. Maybe that's a lore thing. I don't know. I gotta look into that. But maybe that's what it is. This is so cute how they busted out instruments. Hey, so about Gar. Yeah, he can't fight the Dweller with us. But do you think we made a mistake? I mean, it's great to have him. It's just... I know. I can never forgive myself when we failed to protect him. No way! You guys are the best! At least he's having a good time. I've been thinking about the cleansing a lot, too. Yeah, I'm sure glad we're not in charge. I thought saving the world would be all action and glory, but what these people have endured is all too real. Well, all the more reason to give it all we've got, right? Right. So, what now? We take a break, I suppose. Now that is scary. Let's just try and enjoy the place. My, this is quite a show. Better enjoy it before the bad leaves for another island, probably tomorrow. Now that is what I call good music. Another round, please. Lots of new faces today, it seems. Everyone's succumbed to Lucin, and I can see why. This place is flawless. I am slightly concerned. I'm not gonna lie. So you're really gonna buy a ghost ship with the magic coin we fetched? That's the plan. Hey, after the cleansing here is done, we'll be free to do whatever we want, right? Maybe we could sail with them for a little while. That sounds like fun. Why, I reckon a bigger vessel will require more hands indeed. Ha! I can sure you go for it. Being a sailor cook. No, a pirate chef. Sure has a nice ring to it. You're more than welcome aboard. Anyway, the captain said that the three of you had... Apologies, Captain. Well, if luck would have it, might be fun to sail together for a little while, just maybe. What? Oh, man. My. Remember 10 seconds ago when absolutely nothing happened? So boring. I wish something special occurred for once. Next round's on me. Woohoo! Y'all just saw somebody get jacked and leave and float away, and that's what y'all doing? Dang. The Dweller of Woe. Fast. Oh no! The dinner table! It's broken! But actually, so it's true, the poor villager is going to sleepwalk into the mansion and... Unless, forget it, you can't save that villager. The right, Captain? Ain't sounding like yourself. I mean, be a useless endeavor. I'd be. Right. Wow. Now how about you follow the captain's advice here and don't try anything stupid. We're going. But you can't. The barrier's impenetrable. You have to wait for the eclipse. Well, we won't sit here while someone is about to be eaten alive. You don't understand. The mind control spell connects the Thriller to its prey. You're not strong enough to stop that villager. We'll see about that. Let's go, Valere. Wait for me! The captain knows a little too much. Alright, Captain, I'm a little sus of you. Wonder what your backstory is. Eastern exit? Exit, excuse me. Wait. Sorry, I was getting my north, south, east, west confused for a second. Okay. Oh. Oops. something with that? Yeah, Paz. Something that's real sus. I don't really know what to say right now, but it's really suspect. I don't know. I like the story though. It's very immersive as always, but a little perturbed about why the captain knows a little too much information about, you know, what's going on. Let's see. The Haunted Creek. I haven't done much of the fishing stuff. I'll probably do that maybe off stream, but ah, what the f is that? I don't know what you is, but I'm about to murk you with some fire. I don't even care. I am not a fan of this at all. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it here actually, because I think if I get too far, I'm gonna probably end up going further in terms of the game. And I think we've been playing for at least 20-30 minutes. Yeah. Oof. Oof, it's gonna be spooky low. But I think this will be a good setup. Yeah, that's where the mansion is, so we'll be fighting some ghosties. Switch back to chatting for a little bit. Yeah, I think it's been about 15-20 minutes. I've been streaming for 4 hours, so I think I can call it here. But yeah, I don't want to wind up game for a little bit, so I usually do like 30 minutes to an hour. But yeah, I feel like if I don't stop it here, it's gonna be longer than that, and I'd rather give y'all a longer Sea of Stars stream where I do this part versus trying to like, you know, fight the ghosties and like get caught up in like, I think this haunted mansion we're going to, which, oh, I'm gonna be screaming because it's pixels, but it's fine. Okay, so I'll switch to just chatting and then we'll kind of close out for the day. Yeah. So apologies, I hope that wasn't too disruptive. I know I said I would do for an hour, but I think I wanted to play for a little bit to get us further, and then like, you know, like the co-working is based on like, you know, a few sets of streams of co-working sessions and then streaming for a little bit, 30 minutes to an hour. But I wanted to end it there because I feel like if I go a little bit further, it's going to go past an hour. And I think we've been playing for like 20-30 minutes. But yeah, I'll make sure in the next stream, we'll probably get through this next level with Sea of Stars and then get through this little area and then go on with the game. I need to look into how long Sea of Stars is. I don't really know. Oh, let me switch the font. Sorry, y'all. It's a little dark. Like when we're gaming, I'm going to change the caption font to white. But when we're not gaming, I'm going to keep it like black or white. I think that would actually be better, to be honest. Like, in all honesty. So y'all can see that. As I love that in terms of where's Luigi when you need him. But I hope folks had fun. I mean, I did play a little bit of the progress and we got to see more cutscenes than me in terms of gameplay. But yeah, Sea of Stars is still a lot of fun. I'm getting, as y'all can see, the hang of the game on keyboard and mouse. So I'm going to keep playing it that way instead of using a controller. But I'm really excited in terms of the game shenanigans that are going on right now. So I really hope you all watched like that little part. We're in the pirate area and there's ghost stuff. So it's given Scooby-Doo, what is this? Scooby-Doo Zombie Island and like Pirates of the Caribbean. what's that thing? It's like, when the ghost is here, something, 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 and when the ghost is here, did it? Like, I love that. I love that. Like, for real. I love that type of thing. Oh, thank you, Paz. I appreciate it. Yeah, today was a real chill, just chat and enjoy like what you and Charlene and others who stopped by said. And I appreciate what y'all share and stuff too. And I hope folks enjoy Sea of Stars. I'm having a blast with this game. This game is a lot of fun. I really hope people give it a lot of love. And play the game. It's been really enjoyable. It has that Golden Sun, Final Fantasy Tactics vibe that I've missed dearly in games. So I'm enjoying it. I'm really, really glad that, we were able to do that. And thank you! I appreciate that you enjoyed the different topics and the spooky vibes. Again, that was unintentional. I did not know there was a spooky level in this game. I mean, when we were reading about the Vespertine on Sea of Stars, I wasn't anticipating, I didn't anticipate, the storytelling that she was telling us would be a part of the game. But I guess I need to make that assumption because we're kind of in, we're in a story that's in a story because the main character is that person who's sitting at the desk who's telling us a story of the two main characters. And so the story within the story is, guiding us in terms of where we're going in the story in the game. If that makes any sense. Hope that wasn't too much of a tongue twister. But yeah, I actually really like the gameplay. It's different environments. We've had the tropical kind of sea area. We've had the fantasy area. Now we're in a spooky area. So I don't really know how long the game is, but I'm so far really enjoying it. So I hope you all are really enjoying it too. And again, I was not able to give away a copy of No Straight Roads, but I'm really hopeful to give away a copy of Sea of Stars. I'll make a prompt or things if I beat this game. But every game I beat, I really want to give away a copy. If I don't get any nibbles, I'll just won't give away a copy. But I would love to in the future. But otherwise, I will be streaming again on Tuesday. I probably will stream Tuesday and maybe Thursday. I know for sure I'm streaming on Tuesday, and I know for sure I'm streaming on Sunday. I think I have one more addition to make, but I will drop my schedule. Apologies for being a slight delayed on that. But I will be playing Liza P and probably Sea of Stars this week. And then on Sunday, I've already going to... let me check the thing real quick. Sorry. I need to check my schedule for Mutual Aid October since I set it up a month in advance. So I'm just going to check the calendar before I lie to y'all because I don't want to lie to you on stream. Oh my goodness. Where's the calendar? So Mutual Aid October, I will be dropping the commands in my YouTube chat going forward in terms of all mutual aid streams. So my first one actually will be on the 8th. So at 2 p.m. ET on the 8th of October will be my first mutual aid stream. Will be a chat and chill, and I'm actually not going to play Hades. Well, actually, I might play Hades, but I actually want to play Hyper Metroid. Hyper Metroid is a game that's by a Afro-Caribbean developing team. I do believe it's a black team. So I actually wanted to play Hyper Metroid on Sunday, along with doing a stationary and longer stream. So I will be gaming a little bit longer. So I'll probably do, oh man. I think I will actually just do either Hades or Sea of Stars on Tuesday, and then I'm going to do maybe one other stream this week. I might not, so don't quote me. I'm definitely going to do Sunday where I do a longer chat and chill, and that's going to be my Fusion Mutual Aid stream. So please, definitely, obviously you can watch the VOD or just, come through for a second, but on October 8th will be my first Mutual Aid stream where I'll do a chat and chill, co-working, studying, and then I'm going to play actually Hyper Metroid. And I will be dropping in the chat a command that's going to just share the fundraising that we're doing. For folks who aren't aware here watching the VOD, but I'm going to say this again towards the end. I'll be a part of Mutual Aid October with the Disabled Content Creators. I'm not a part of the Disabled Content Creators Collective, but I wanted to join in with them in terms of what they're doing. They're fundraising and doing mutual aid efforts for themselves. They're trying to raise $5,000 over the month of October, as well as Fairy Bambi, who's a mutual of mine, is actually raising money for himself. And some other streamers are going to be doing mutual aid for themselves too. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing Black games by Black developers over the month too. So it's going to impact the schedule a little bit. But I'm either going to play, I think I'll play either Liza P or the game that I'm thinking of. I just forgot the name that quickly and I just told y'all. I'm so sorry, my brain is just processing. Yeah. Hyper Meteor. Sorry, not Metroid. Hyper Meteor. Sorry, I said Metroid, but yes, Metroid is a great game. I'm going to play Hyper Meteor, which is a game by a Black developer, Afro-Caribbean, super dope person. I saw the game. It's musical based, so I thought I would play that after we do our co-working stream, and then I will put the mutual aid efforts to see if I can help raise funds and money for folks in mutual aid. None of the funds are going to me, as I'll say on every mutual aid stream that I'm a part of. They're going to disabled content creators who are raising $5,000, as well as other folks too. No worries, Paz. I said that wrong. That was me. It's not you. I said March Rider since it's Hyper Meteor. Hyper Meteor is the game that I'm going to play. It's a super fun pixel game that is music-based. I thought I would play it for a while to kind of keep going. I'm going to play for a couple of hours to support folks so folks can come by the stream or just pop in and say hi, and I can raise funds for the mutual aid efforts that are going on. So, but again, I'll also be playing Final Fantasy 14 and other games, so I will be playing Sea of Stars and Liza P, but I also will be breaking it down. I'm not being so stream heavy for the next week or two until I get through my exams, and then after that, probably the week after, probably after October 12th, I'm going to go full ham in to celebrate that I'm done with my exam setting for a little bit and have some Gucci fun and be great. So, I will drop my schedules later today, this evening, as I finalize them. But otherwise, thank you all so much. Charlene, Pass, everybody who's lurking, who's come by today, who said hi. I appreciate y'all. Y'all always make my streams super fun. I have an amazing time with you all. I hope you enjoy what I do. I gotta tell people you can like, subscribe, but don't worry. You can watch the VOD too for those of you who are not watching live. And I will say, as a plug, go check out some other dope streamers. There's lots of people going on doing great, spooky, spectacular things this month. I'm actually probably going to go watch my mutual Ionics on Twitch. Again, I'll be plugging on my mutuals as always. Yes! And that's true, Charlene. Hyper Metroid is on sale right now because they were a part of, I think, the Game Developers of Color Expo, and there's a bunch of really great games like it on sale. So I highly recommend you check it out. Super dope. But thank you for that plug, too. I just always want to support, like, Black and brown creatives and, like, marginalized and oppressed, well, people from communities of color and other marginalized communities. I do want to support people in that way. So I will be playing that game on Sunday, but I will drop my schedules. But I would say go check out all the other dope stuff happening this Sunday. It is a spooky month, so we will be doing various things. I'm actually going to go check out my mutual Ionics. He's going to be playing, I think he's playing Kingdom Hearts, and then he's going to go play Smash Hammer with some other dope streamers. So I'm probably going to be in his streams watching Why Study. So if you want to join me in terms of watching him, you can, but no worries, no pressure as always. If you have other stuff you got to do tonight, it's totally cool. It is a Sunday here where I'm at. So there's lots of stuff going on. But I will see y'all probably on Tuesday. I will update for sure. I will either be playing Sea of Stars or Liza P. I'll be screaming and hollering. I'll make sure my controller is charged if I'm going to play Liza P, or I'll be getting ready to be spooky. Either way, I'm playing spooky games. I was not intending to play spooky games, but I'm playing spooky games, which is not good because I'm going to be screaming, but it's okay. It'll be all right. So, love y'all. Take care. Appreciate you. Stay dope. I hope you had a magical, magical time with me again. I will drop all my information. My socials are always in the description box. I will drop my commands for my upcoming mutual aid streams. I will let y'all know what's good. Goody in the hoodie. And stay safe, stay well. Always bloom when you're ready. And be dope as always. And if you're going to Ionics to stream, I'll see you there in a second. If not, I'll see you around. I'll see you soon. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.